good. Damn, dude. I wonder if I'm going to drink. Not today. I'm not going to. I know I'm not going to today, but, man, there's just something. I was talking to Deja. I might drink in Vegas.
When you going?
We're going to Vegas in November for Master Worlds for IBJJF, so Jiu-Jitsu tournament. And I'm like, man, I'll be in Vegas, though.
Just don't drink before. That's my only advice.
No, I won't drink. Oh, man.
No, I know.
But, dude, Vegas, the last time I was there, I didn't think I was going to like it, and I had so much fucking fun.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Fremont Street, and I just got so hammered off of, like, one drink. I got this tequila sunrise, and 3/4 of the cup was tequila. It was It was insane, bro. I couldn't believe it. I drank that whole thing, like that thing the whole night. And I was like, damn, dude, I had a fun-ass night. But now if I drink, I'm gonna feel like dog shit the next day.
Oh, yeah. Well, we drink too much.
But I think if I even have just one, I'm going to feel it the next day.
I don't know about all that. Maybe.
Dude, it's been so long since I've drank. Especially at that point, it'd be like a year and a half. I don't know. We'll see.
Earn it. just earn that drink, and you'll be happy with it.
We'll see. We'll see.
I went to Vegas for a week with Garrett once, and that was a pretty good time. We were running around doing, Mike Garrett stuff. Trying to
make money.
Weasel out whatever we could from the system.
Make some money, baby.
But, yeah, we stayed on Fremont. I was there every day. I'd run up and down it every day. That place was awesome.
It's a fun time.
Oh, yeah, a lot of weirdos. A ton of weirdos.
I think that's my favorite part about Vegas was because I really enjoyed people watching. It's like one of my favorite things to do, just to stare at people. It's almost rude the way I stare at people, but there I can just do it.
Yeah. No, they want you. Yeah, they have. I remember vividly they had their circles.
Their circles.
Where, like, you could do whatever you want in that circle.
Yeah. You know what, though? I think
to a degree.
I can't remember if it was Vegas or maybe it was whenever I was visiting San Francisco. Maybe it was San Francisco. One of the two. They're more progressive because instead of just having something out there to get cash, they just had a sign with their Cash App and their Venmo and shit. I'm like, that's the way to do it.
Make it easy.
Make it easy, bro. Just make it easy, and then it's just less for you to actually have to deal with.
I always think that whenever you're driving and, like, you see there's a bridal shower or something, someone puts their Cash App, I'm always like, I wonder how many people actually do that. Like, they're just randomly like, hey, somebody actually did it.
Dude, I see people do that for their birthdays. They'll make a post of, like, if you just want to shoot me some money. Dude, if everybody sent you, like, $5, 100 people send you $5, shit, you got $500.
Yeah, I'd be happy with $5 once. I'd be like, hey, fuck it.
Shit,
Pay it off.
it's legit.
Just a couple clicks of my finger, right?
That's what's up. Gabe motherfucking Stein.
That's right.
Dude, so let's just fucking dive into your story because I don't even know your story. And I've known you for quite some time. Like,
yeah.
I've heard bits and pieces of it, but you've come to a point in life where you've overcome a lot of fucking shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Not an easy life, but it's made me tough.
Yeah?
That's for sure.
What was it like as a kid, like when you were growing up, dude?
Growing up, like, what age?
Well, I mean, where would you want to start? Like as a kid?
So I was always a little rebellious as a kid. To kind of dive right into it, I died at a pretty young age, which I don't even know if you knew about that.
You died as a young?
I died at 4 years old. My brother, who I take care of, he actually killed me on accident. Threw me down some steps. We were messing around. I was fighting to get this little Power Ranger toy from him. I think it was a red Power Ranger. I had the whole collection, but I didn't have the red, and I got it, and I was fired up, and I wanted it bad. And he wouldn't give it to me, and he's older and bigger.
Yeah.
But so I pretty much, like, threw myself down the stairs. He, like, stepped to the side. And I remember in that moment floating above my mom, and I could feel the panic in the air, and, it was not good. And I floated, through the cosmos and got face to face with him, had it been God. And I felt really good. I went from feeling panic to my mom's going to be okay because I felt bad for her that her son had died, myself. And I was thinking this as a 4-year-old kid. So it really makes me question other little kids when I see them. I'm like, man, they understand a lot more than you give them credit for. But anyways, floated through, came to God, and I was like, I had this feeling come over me like I'm not supposed to be here. Like you get your hand caught in a cookie jar. That's almost how I felt. And instantly in that moment, I woke up in my mom's arms, and she was screaming at everybody, he's alive, he's alive. And this all actually happened. I was dead for a few minutes. They had to use paddles to bring me alive. So growing up,
So what happened there? Hold on. You can't just be like, so
growing up, I was a little different because I couldn't speak not that I couldn't speak, I couldn't even understand it. It was so over my head for many
So
years.
you had this experience that was so profound, and you just even like there was no words for you to even understand
Oh
or
yeah, nobody
articulate.
I could even talk to about it. I'd ask my mom. I still bring it up to my mom and my sister to this day. Like describe the event to me, and they won't even talk about it.
What happened? So okay, so what exactly? Okay, so,
I don't even know medically what happened.
no,
I
no, hold
went
on.
down a flight of steps and it messed me up.
Okay, so back up. So how many steps would you say? Like a flight, like a big ass flight of steps?
Oh, dude, I ran at him like I was like gonna take him out like
You
Brian
so you
Urlacher.
try to charge,
Yeah, and he stepped to the side, and
and
I
then
like
and
threw
then you kept
myself down
going.
the steps. Yeah.
So I don't know if Eric killed you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, he wouldn't give me my Power Ranger, and he said he literally chose the top of the stairs to say, "If you want it, come get it," and then step to the side. Me being 4 years old, him being 9.
Oh
You
wow,
know,
he
so
totally baited you into that,
he
huh?
baited me in big time.
Shit. So you went head first down these stairs.
Yeah, I assume head first. I don't even know. I actually remember going down the stairs, like being like, "Oh fuck," and then waking up in my mom's arms, panic everywhere. I was blue.
So you hit your head, probably
Yeah, I
knocked
had to
yourself
have.
out.
Yeah, I had to have. Yeah.
So have you heard any other accounts of like what happened other than like from that?
No one will talk about it.
No one's told you from the outside what happened to you.
Yeah, Eric, he's not the most with it sometimes, so I can't really get much out of him. And my mom and sister, um, they won't speak of it.
Really?
Yeah, it hurt them so much they won't talk about it.
Oh wow.
Even now, like I tried writing a paper,
It was just.
on the immortality of the soul,
Hmm.
and they wouldn't give me anything to like throw in there
Oh
because
wow.
they won't even talk
There's
about
just so
it.
much trauma. They're just like,
Yeah,
no, I'm not dealing with
yeah,
this.
they don't want to deal with it. To me, it's nothing. I'm like, no, it's good. We're over it. Like we're through this. Like I'm doing great. I'm
Yeah.
successful. Everything's good.
Everything's all right. Dude, what made you want to write that paper? This experience? That experience
Um,
influenced that?
well, I went to
And some
Linwood
subsequent?
for philosophy. I went to MOBEP at first, transferred to Linwood for philosophy, and there was just a option for a paper to write on, and I
Oh wow.
was like, I mean, I know the soul exists, but I obviously have to throw some reasoning in there, and a past event isn't necessarily solid reasoning, but it was something interesting, kind of pique some interest,
Yeah.
have the instructor be like, oh man, I never heard this before.
So what's your take on the soul?
Oh, it doesn't die, that's for sure. It carries on to a much better place potentially. I really believe that this earth is hell. I don't know if there's a underground layer. I believe that this earth is hell, and I believe your only key to heaven is the morality that God puts in you, and you can either choose to follow it or not. And if you follow it, you'll probably get into heaven, and if not, you'll probably be stuck living in sin, chasing everything that everybody thinks is, you know, what matters,
Yeah.
but they're all confused. And I mean, I get confused every day too. I'm not a perfect being at all,
Man.
but I've got like a little extra insight to where like most people screw up like maybe 80% of the time. I screw up maybe like 79.99. Like I got maybe a little edge, but
Yeah. Dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're all just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like nobody knows what the fuck is like. Every day, we're all just trying to figure out what to do every day. Really, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're all just fucking just running around here, just trying to put the pieces together. I'm rambling.
It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, needless
No.
to say, I was a little
Oh,
I
no,
always questioned everything growing up because of this experience.
because
I
of the
was always
experience.
kind of ornery,
Yeah.
but I mean, I wasn't like a punk kid or anything. But people would always say things like they knew that it was the capital T truth, and I would just look at them.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're a little kid, so what authority do you freaking have, you know?
Yeah.
So it was a
Yeah.
lot of that growing up, which
Man.
kind of set me apart from everybody else in
Yeah.
the room.
Dude, that's interesting, man. So you fucking died. How long were you dead for? Like you stopped
Not
breathing?
long enough to be completely retarded. I'm
Just
I'm
half
not brain
retarded?
dead. I'm not brain dead. No, yeah. A couple minutes I would
You were out.
assume. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when I saw myself, I was purple as an eggplant.
Somebody give you CPR?
Yeah, they use the paddles. I mean, 4 years old
Yeah,
using
an
the
AED.
huh
I think it's called an AED.
AED. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they used to bring me back, and it worked, thankfully.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up, dude. They just shock your fucking heart back. Do you have heart issues?
I have no issues. I'm as healthy as a horse.
Really?
Yeah. Every now and again, I'll get a brain fart, and I'm like, I wonder if that's from that traumatic brain injury, or it's just from like boxing or being a human.
Yeah. Man, dude. Yeah, I doubt it's from that. It could be though. Holy shit. What else has happened to you?
uh, all types of stuff. So,
Have you died?
um,
Have you died more than once?
no, I have not died more than once, thankfully, but I definitely should have died many times.
Oh wow,
That's for sure. So,
dude. So that's a crazy experience. Yeah. So that definitely probably how did that influence the way you viewed the world as you're growing up, or
um,
some of the decisions that you made that led you down
people
the
people
path
would
that you went?
people would act like everything was such a big deal, and
Yeah.
my overall look was, you fucking people got no idea.
Really.
You guys think a fucking traffic light matters? You think turning in this freaking paper on time matters?
Yeah.
I'm like, do you guys know what else is going on right now? Like, kind of like when you see yourself in your room, and then it zooms out, and then it's your house, and then you zoom out, and it's the St. Louis, and then you zoom out, it's the state of Missouri, and
Yeah.
then the United States, and then the Earth, and then the cosmos, and then you kind of realize how I kind
Small.
of have always had this idea, just
Mm.
always running through my head, to where I'm just like, and I get caught up in it too, you know. I'll
Oh
be
yeah.
like freaking out about shit that don't even matter.
Dude, we're all just people.
But yeah, so that definitely uh caused me to be pretty rebellious as a kid.
Mm.
My mom, she's Orthodox Jew, super religious. I was raised highly religious. Was not about it at all. Um, Mostly because of what I was just saying. My mom is like, I kind of describe her as a cross between Judge Judy and the mom from Malcolm in the Middle.
Okay.
She's pretty hard person to be around, to say the least. We don't talk too much anymore, which is unfortunate, but it's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's just the ebb and flow
Uh,
of life.
yeah, but so she's a my way or the highway kind of person, you know, rules with an iron fist, and I didn't like that ruling, so I kind of when I started smoking weed at a young age.
How were you?
Uh, Great story. So my bar mitzvah, being Jewish and all, I do at 13. I got way too much money for my bar mitzvah, you know, several $1,000s, and I was, you know, a pretty good kid then. Um, but my friends, my older brother Eric, he's 5 years older than me. Several of my friends in the neighborhood were his friends too. So I always hung out with cats older than me.
Yeah.
So, you know, they know I got this money, and they're like, hey, Gabe, will you buy me some weed? And, like, I don't give a shit. I'm like, this money was free to me, so might as well be free to you. Like, that's kind of how I saw it. I was like, I
Yeah.
got more than I know what to do with. So I asked him, like, what do I get? I don't know anything about weed. These motherfuckers had me buy him a quarter pound.
QP.
Yeah.
Holy.
I didn't know anything. I thought that's how it was sold. Like, and then when I heard, I didn't even think that was that much. When I heard it, I was like, that's not very heavy. I'm like 100 and something pounds. So yeah, I bought him a shitload of weed. It was poopy weed. You know, it was back in 2000 and probably 2003, 4,
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
2003 or 4. Oh
brick
yeah,
weed.
poop. Just poop. I'd flush it down the toilet now.
Yeah, it's trash.
But so I bought it for him, and they were smoking on it for days.
Hmm.
You know, I was hanging out with them. I didn't smoke on it, and I didn't smoke on it. A, I wasn't interested in. B, I was fearful of my mom
Mm.
because I knew she'd whoop my ass, like literally beat my ass.
Yeah.
And then, you know, not only would she whoop your ass, like she'd whoop your ass and like put you in rehab and like never let it go. We eventually went down that route, but so they're passing it back and forth. It was like a scene in a movie. Like I'm literally sitting in between my two friends, and they're passing it back and forth.
And yours in the
And
middle.
then literally, like I had that moment come over me. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like this is your weed." I was like, "Give me this motherfucker." And they're like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
And now the rest was history.
That
After
that was the catalyst.
the rest
Bro,
was
don't tell that
history.
story, man. You're making weed look like a gateway drug.
Uh,
Cannabis is not the gateway drug.
no, not at all. Being in the wrong state
I'm
of
just
mind
teasing.
is
Yeah.
what takes you anywhere. You can be anybody. I mean, I have friends who's doctors, lawyers.
Oh yeah.
They all smoke weed. You know, everybody.
I'm just teasing you, buddy.
But it's all good.
So that was it, though. Huh? That was the fucking catalyst for you. How you were 13?
Well, that's
at
when
that
I
time?
just started smoking. I still do to this day. I
Yeah.
think I'm doing pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I was
shit.
13. Yeah, just right after my bar mitzvah. So I probably just turned 13.
Yeah, dude. I think I was 14 the first time I ever tried weed.
Yeah. Fucking fucking Alex Hudson and Otis Morrison. Those are my fucking homies.
Still to this day. huh?
Still to this day. I haven't seen them in forever.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, they're my
So you're
homies.
13. So did you do anything else in school like that, or was that like your primary drug? Did you drink and shit in high school?
A little bit. I had a friend, Matt Emily. His mom was got pretty heavy into drugs, and I remember I started taking pills every now and again,
Oh.
and then that was not ever really good. But I was always running to drugs because it was so hard living with my mom. She was such a hard person to get along with.
Yeah.
She was very up in your face, wouldn't give you no space. It was very much, I'm your mom.
Oh, you have to
You know,
listen. Like, I'm the
yeah,
parent, you listen.
yeah, I'm your parent. You're listening like
Does
to
that come from just like the Orthodox religious
No, nobody's like my
standpoint?
mom. My mom's just freaking. She freaking rules with an iron fist like freaking Mother Russia.
Some people are like that, bro.
Yeah,
There are a lot of people like that, believe it or not.
yeah. I mean, she's a very strong-willed
Yeah.
woman. I can.
Was
I
it
can
just your
say
mom
that.
that raised you?
No, my dad, he raised me as well. I had seen him. It was like 50-50 split visitation. My
okay.
dad was super most laid back guy in the whole world. He didn't. He's a little too laid back. He
Mm,
should have worked a little harder, cared a little more.
yeah.
But yeah, he was old Vietnam vet. Ended up dying from shit he did back in the
Dude,
back in the day.
Vietnam was hard on fucking people, dude.
Oh yeah, he spent his senior year of high school in Vietnam. I mean,
Really?
fucking imagine that. I mean, imagine
Dude,
being 18 years old.
18 years old in the fucking jungle,
Oh my God.
seeing the shit, just
Yeah.
living with the amount of fear that you
Oh.
live with. Oh my god, that'd be so horrible. Just think about being exposed to like Agent Orange
Oh,
or
yeah.
fucking is it Agent? Is
Yep.
it Agent? Yeah,
Yep.
Agent. Or just any of the number of or sometimes especially the lower ranking people, they have to fucking burn like all the shit from like the soldiers because it
Yeah.
would all just be like in this huge ass latrine. They have to burn that shit off. It's so bad for you.
Yeah.
So many people got fucked up in
Oh
that
yeah.
war.
My dad, he was doing heroin when he was in
A
Vietnam.
lot, a
So
lot of
that's
people got hooked to heroin in
yeah,
Vietnam.
yeah. I mean, I don't fault him.
Did he stick with it when he got back?
For a little bit when he got back, yeah. And then he had to catching hepatitis C. I don't know if he caught it. I don't know when. Whether it was in Vietnam or once he got back home.
Yeah.
But so he used heroin for a little bit. He got off of it. I know he wasn't on it, for
Yeah.
very long. Probably only
Yeah.
a couple years or whatever.
Dude, a lot of those soldiers who did heroin in Vietnam, when they got home, they stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when he got home, he stopped. He got really big into LSD, though, but I mean, it was back
Mm.
in the 70s. It was during all that time.
Sounds like a great time to be. That's
Yeah,
like this is
so
what the best
he was
LSD was around.
definitely a partier. I like to have a good time.
Dude, it blows me away to think about how at a certain point St. Louis was actually like the hub for LSD, because I can't remember which major guy was who it was. I don't know why I can't remember his name, but either way, he moved here just because he was kind of like fleeing where he was. I think he was he was just moving further and further east, and he like bought a house out in Eureka, and was just fucking just pumping out tons and tons of LSD, like some of the best shit.
I never heard that.
Yeah, bro. I need to fucking look it up, and I'll tell you precisely who it was. I can't remember what documentary I was watching about this, but yeah, St. Louis used to be like a major spot for LSD, bro. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, no, I never would have thought the history of St. Louis tied to that.
It's one of my favorite compounds.
Oh yeah, no, I've had some of the best moments and some of the worst moments on it. That's for sure.
Dude, whenever the thing is, man, you always just need to be in the right state of mind.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. The first time I ever ate LSD, I was in the basement with a bunch of my one good buddy, but I didn't know any of his other friends, and I actually became good friends with all of these people later on, throughout the years. But it was my first time meeting them. They're all super gothic.
Oh, really? How old are
I'm
you?
not gothic at all, or like never have been. Then I was 17, I think.
Okay, so this is a long time ago.
Yeah, I think I was 17. And that was my first time ever eating acid. And we were just sat in the basement. They had freaking Alice. They had a giant, it was literally probably 7 or 8 foot by 4 foot of just Alice Cooper's eye. And
what? Just
after
this
2
one
hits
eye?
of acid, just his one eye, it's got the painting around it.
Yeah.
Dude, holy shit, yeah, it was not really a good vibe. His uncle came down and took we had a snake that we were playing with. He had several snakes. He took the snake and put it in his head, acted like he was about to bite it off. This motherfucker was weird, their dad. Holy shit, dude. He was just fucking with us because he knew we were all tripping on acid, so.
Oh, wow.
I was wigging out. By the end of the night, I was down in my room holding my holding my forehead with like my hair in my hand, and I was going. Literally, I was saying this to myself probably like 100 times. I was going, "This is why my mom said don't do drugs. This is why my mom said don't do drugs." Oh, I couldn't believe it. I made her. I had to eat her words.
Yeah, because you're having a
Terrible
terrible
time.
huh?
Yeah, so I learned. Go outside on a sunny day. Don't sit in a basement with a bunch of gothic kids.
That's a terrible. Yeah. So was that your kind of first experience into like harder substances? That's not even really hard. But you know what I'm saying, into more intense substances rather, as opposed to.
No, I was using pills. My buddy's mom, she was on, a lot of opiates and stuff. So I started using those, but only for a short time. I didn't really understand anything. I didn't even know what an opiate was. I didn't know shit. I just knew I take this pill and I feel good all day, like really good.
Yeah.
But I got away from that for a little bit. Moved in with my dad. My mom kicked me out. She woke me up one day and said, "Get the hell out of my house. I'm
Really
tired of living with you," because I was smoking weed. I wasn't even doing anything that bad. Like I would take like, a pill every now and again. I mean, I was being not the best kid, but I mean,
you're probably hard to deal with. You ever think about that?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Dude,
Yeah.
teenagers are terrible, bro.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
Teenagers are terrible, but not so terrible you should kick them out the fucking house.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Well, that was kind of her motto. Well, I wasn't the first she kicked out.
Oh really?
But yeah, she kicked my sister out too when she was freaking pregnant.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, my mom don't give a shit. Told her to go live in the Salvation Army, and she did. My sister
really?
had to raise her baby in the Salvation Army. Oh dude, my mom was cold.
Really?
Yeah, you don't want to live the way that she wants you to live, then she don't want nothing to do with you.
Dang.
Yeah.
How old is your sister?
She's 41.
How old was she then?
18.
She's an 18-year-old kid.
18-year-old girl.
Man.
Pregnant. My mom had spare bedrooms in our house.
I know. Here's the tough part about that though. Here's the thing. I try to look at both sides. It's like, man, how the fuck can you just put somebody out like that? But on that same note, I can almost understand the anger that you. I'm not justifying the action because you probably shouldn't do that. But I can almost I can almost understand.
If you think you're an adult, okay, go be an adult.
Then go
mentality.
be an adult. Yeah, exactly. It's
and
like,
you gotta
all right,
let them learn on their own.
Well,
sometimes.
I've told you. I can only assume your mom probably told her not to be doing that kind of shit.
Oh no, yeah, my sister was a freaking huge troublemaker.
So
she was a bad kid.
It's like
sure.
it's like man, it's like I told you not to do this thing,
Oh, yeah,
not to do this thing, not to do this thing, and then you just did this fucking thing that you have this irreversible consequence from. It's like, all right, you need to go fucking be an adult. But on that same note, it's like, fuck, dude, how do you put your kid out there, right? Because I always think about the idea that in the eyes of society, an 18-year-old is an adult.
Yeah,
but you're
just made up, dude. You don't know jack shit.
That's the dumbest fucking idea that we've ever put out there. Sure, you're done with school. All right, you have no more required schooling at that point in time. All right.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're still a fucking child. You're still a kid. If you can even physically look at kids and they're still developing.
No,
and changing,
dude. They literally just like learned how to breathe. Like they don't know jack shit.
Dude,
and you think they can.
Your brain's not even fully developed till you're 25.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for some reason, we tell these 18-year-olds that they're adults.
But they don't know the rights. They don't know how to pay their own bills. They don't know how to do their own taxes.
They don't know how to do anything. Your brain isn't even able to even think through things all the way, or even have the necessary perspective to make large choices. You know what I mean? But we weigh them down with hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt because you can't even think about when you're ever signing on the dotted line, bro.
Oh, dude, I've got so much student debt. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy. But my point is, I kind of understand where your mom was coming from. But on the same note, it's like, damn, dude, that's so fucked up. I feel so conflicted because I'm trying to look at both sides.
Yeah, you have kids. I don't have any kids.
I know.
So I have no idea what it's like to be a parent.
Oh man, it's wild.
There's a good saying that.
But I can't ever think. I don't think I'd ever see myself doing that.
No, yeah, most people.
But I could understand being angry enough to want to do that.
To at least have a thought.
You know what I'm saying? To be like, you know what, dude? Like, all right, I've been telling you, I've been trying to do my fucking best, and all right, you want to go fucking be an adult? All right, motherfucker, like, here, have at it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's always been that way. Here, have at it. Kinda. But,
oh shit, bro. Anyway, I digress.
You're all right. So yeah. I moved in with my dad when I was 15.
Okay.
And my neighbor was Jermaine Andre, and that's how you got into
sports.
MMA and everything. Yeah.
Jermaine Andre. That's an interesting way to get into fucking
Oh
fighting.
yeah, oh yeah, dude. So I remember
Because he's an interesting
there was.
character.
Oh yeah, he's definitely an interesting guy. Dude, he would be on his front porch like spinning his sword and
Yeah,
stuff. You'd be
yeah.
like, holy shit. He had
That's
this
back
pet.
when he was jacked, though.
He's freaking huge.
Yeah.
He still is, ain't he?
Well, I mean,
He was a scary dude.
he's in great shape, but obviously, I mean, he's older.
Yeah.
He's not like his young prime self. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He's in great shape.
He used to have this pet rabbit that he wouldn't let. He'd always hang out with him on the front porch. He would never let nobody pet it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's funny.
we were all scared of him. We were scared shitless of him because I was told that he was like an underground fighter, and there was
That's true.
there was a movie. Well, not how I pictured it. I can't even
Oh,
remember
not
what the
like
movie was.
like
What's the movie with
movies?
Michael J. White where he fights in the prison system?
Oh yeah,
Like that's what I pictured in my mind.
yeah, dude. So I had Jermaine on the podcast.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah. Listen to it.
And I mean, that's kind of how he explains it, right? I mean, he did fight at the prison, according.
Oh,
I mean, that's what he was saying.
okay. Yeah, I
Like-
missed that part.
Yeah.
Or I forgot about it. So much has happened
No,
since then.
that's what he was saying, man. Yeah, like
So it was-
He
I
was. doing
remember
some
it was-
fighting.
there was this
And
aura.
yeah.
This aura over him that was like scary. And, like I would walk by his house and like you just see his feet up in the air going up and down. Like he was doing handstand push-ups, just all types of stuff. So I
Dude, he's
was-
a bad. Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Dude, he was
fuck
telling me, man. Yeah, he fucking. I mean, he grew up fighting, obviously.
yeah, I remember he used to break horses. I remember
Yeah.
that. And that's
Oh,
pretty
really?
impressive. Yeah,
Oh
like
wow.
like horses that were wild
I
that
didn't know that.
couldn't be tamed. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, dude. Maybe you told. I've talked to so many people, but yeah, dude. I know.
I think in Wyoming.
Yeah, I remember him telling me,
Yeah.
or it was either Wyoming or Idaho.
Yeah, one of those.
It might be Wyoming. You're probably right. Either way, yeah, I know he had gotten in trouble, but yeah, he talked about how the guards just they were just
Yeah, he started training people to fight in prison.
Well, he was also fighting though.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, it was 4th of July. It was the 3rd of July, and me and my punk ass friends, we were shooting fireworks off. Before you're supposed to, like everybody, should and will continue to, because it's freaking fun as hell.
Oh,
So we're like pretty much right behind Jermaine's house, because his house kind of backed up to this field right behind St. Charles West that we always played in and did degenerate stuff in. So we're shooting off fireworks in the middle of the night. It's probably, I don't know, it's dark out, probably midnight, something.
you fucking assholes.
This big dude comes up, and I assume it's a police officer because he's got a really bright flashlight, like the ones with like the white beam, not the yellow beam. Kind of like a cop. I'm like, oh fuck, there's cops coming up again. It's not a cop, it's Jermaine. And I was actually, when I seen it being him,
Yeah.
it was my first time having like a real like confrontation with him, actually seeing him. I was wishing there was a cop coming up, because like I almost shit my pants.
You're more scared of him.
Oh yeah, dude, I was like, this guy's gonna fucking murder me. That's what I thought. I thought he was gonna kill me. And he looks up, he yells at all my friends, "It's too late. What are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then he looks at me, and he goes, "Ain't you my neighbor?" And I go, "Yeah." And it was fucking perfect. Dude, this shaped the rest of my life to come. He goes, "Boy, you need a fucking role model." And maybe he didn't say the F word. I don't remember. I don't
Yeah.
think he did. I think he just goes, "Boy, you need a role model."
That's some shit he would say.
And that stuck with me.
Okay.
Like, that literally stuck with me, because I always liked watching kickboxing and stuff, and it was something I was always into. I never had done it, but it, like if I walked by a TV and saw it on, I'd stop and watch
Mm-hmm.
over like anything else.
You watch like those old Jean-Claude Van Damme movies?
Oh yeah,
Jean-Claude
all
Van
of,
Damme.
all of it.
Oh, he has a new movie out on Netflix.
Yeah,
It's just silly shit.
yeah. I'm sure it's freaking. The ideas
But
ran
those
out.
but
by
those
then.
old ass movies were the best, bro.
Yeah. So I remember that he had a old location on Campus Drive. I started going to there.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I've never been in there. I fucking used to run by there, and I thought about going in there, and
Yeah.
I heard they were just a little intense, saying that, put it nicely.
And
And
you got a little bit of everything, that's for sure. Speaking of intensity, I remember he was definitely a you will train no matter what kind of guy. I tried not training one time because I forgot my shorts. We had to do a workout.
yeah.
He had us doing workouts, treadmill sprints and all types
Yeah.
of stuff. But I had to do it in jeans, and I was like 16, 17 at the time. Because I had jeans on. I forgot my shorts.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't. And then I ended up doing it in jeans, just a little kid. But, like, that kind of taught me, like,
No
you know,
excuses.
yeah, like, why are you, like, you think you physically can't run on a treadmill because you have jeans on? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, if somebody tried to kill you right now, like, you could be wearing lead pants and you'd be freaking running as fast as you can.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, that was honestly my first time, like, having an idea, like, oh, wow, like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Kind of, I can do that kind of
Yeah.
mentality.
Somebody made you kind of overcome what you thought you couldn't do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I trained there for a little while, stopped training, started dating a girl who was 10 years older than me. Oh, that was a disaster,
She was
dude.
10 years older than you?
Yeah,
You were 17?
I was 17, started
27?
dating this 27-year-old girl with 3 kids. What a fucking disaster.
Holy cow. Why would she want to date you?
Oh, because she was a fucking loser. Straight up. I mean, I hate to say that about somebody who I consider I had some form of love at some point in my life. We dated for like 2 years, and it was a fucking disaster. But I was young and
bet.
retarded, and she liked to
Yeah.
have a lot of sex. And I mean, what little boy doesn't want to, have sex with a chick that's pretty hot, got big boobs, would let you do whatever, teach you what it is to be, not to teach you what it is to experience a woman,
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
So
Well, how old were her kids?
I was closer in age to her oldest kid than her. I remember that. Closer in age.
Closer in age to the oldest kid than her?
Than her. She was 10 years older than me, and I think I was like 8 years older than her oldest kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They weren't babies, but
I mean, if her oldest kid had been, what, like 9? If you're,
yeah,
if
like
you're 17?
9 and like 5 and
Holy cow.
7 or something like that.
Wow.
But I loved it, man. My family life was always all fucked up growing up,
Yeah.
and like still to this day, like I want a family, and I will have a family one day.
Yeah. But that kind of gave you that feeling.
Can
of
me get a little
having
taste.
one.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
it.
Were you working and stuff during that time?
Oh, I was working my ass off way too much.
When did you get your first job?
When?
Yeah.
Oh, I started working when I was like 15, when I was still living with my mom.
What were you doing?
Working at Outback Steakhouse, bussing tables.
Dude, I feel like everybody should have some sort of job in the service industry.
Oh yeah, I've had tons of jobs in the service industry.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, it teaches you how to hold back that little like minor brain aneurysm you get when it's just like something pops in your head and you just want to fucking hop over the counter and strength, but instead you hold it all back and you're like,
you realize how shitty and rude people can be.
Oh yeah.
But it also
the show must go on.
Yeah, and also it makes you be a nicer person in general.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
At times. Yeah. At times.
What were you saying?
Well, you were telling me about your relationship.
Oh yeah, so I was dating this girl. I got staph infection, and I got prescribed painkillers. And her being a little older and wiser, we could say, she was like, "Hey, if you take 2 of those," I was just taking 1 or whatever. She's like, "If you take 2 of those, you'll really be feeling right." And I was like, "Really?"
You never had that insight on your own?
No, I didn't. But which is funny because I had taken opiates before, a couple years prior, from my friend's mom that I had stolen from her. But I didn't know anything. I didn't know what opiate was. I didn't know jack shit about nothing. I just knew, take this blue pill and you kind of feel good.
Yeah.
But I did that, and then that took us down a really dark road. Both of us kind of went down it together. It was a slippery slope, as you could say. Oh yeah, I mean, sex on a bunch of opiates is pretty amazing, and that's like what my life turned to for a while.
How do you keep the habit going? Like once you once you run out of your prescription?
You always find a way to hustle to get more. You do whatever. Once you turn into a drug addict, you find a way.
Yeah, how do you what ways?
Find friends who wanted to do them too. All my stupid friends, they all wanted to do painkillers too. So sell some to them, buy some more, find somebody else. Eventually,
where do you get 'em?
Can't exactly. That's where the road gets really dark.
That's
where the road gets dark because eventually you can't fucking find painkillers no more. But you know what? You find some guy who says, "Hey, I can get you this shit called." It didn't start out China White. That's the good shit. We started out on some fucking brown shit, black tar heroin. That's what I started out.
Really?
On.
That's what
fucking old head.
That's what that song Black Betty is about.
Yeah.
You know that song? Oh, Black Betty, bam,
bam. Yeah.
That's about black tar heroin.
Oh fuck yeah. That's some bad shit. But
So that's the progression, right?
That was the progression. I couldn't find painkillers eventually. That's where a lot of people
start, right? They start on prescriptions.
They're expensive.
And then you lose access.
You meet some fucking old head. This dude was like in his 60s. I think about him all the time, honestly. I wonder if he's still alive, what his life's like.
Really?
Yeah, this guy introduced me to fucking Satan.
He's probably not in a good place.
Oh, no. He ain't doing good no more. No.
You think he's still alive?
Who knows?
It's a valid question, right?
For him being a heroin addict, he was a functioning heroin addict.
Yeah.
He worked hard every single day and all that jazz. But
so how old were you at this point when you got into heroin?
Fuck, my dad hadn't died yet. My dad died when I was 18, so I
So
guess 17.
You're still
Yeah,
17.
shit happened quick at 17
So
years old.
you went into heroin really fast.
Yeah, shit started rolling real quick
Damn,
when I was
dude.
17 years old. I never shot it, thank God.
How do you do it?
I would snort it. I'd go buy Dorman, which is like a sleep aid, and I'd chop it up with that. Towards the end of my addiction, I was snorting raw China White, which will kill most people.
What is China White? It's just
That's the white form of heroin, like the good shit. Like the black tar heroin is like Reggie you get from fucking Mexico, brickweed bullshit.
Okay.
And then like the shit from the dispensaries would be like China White.
Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah, so
What's the cost difference?
I think a black tar back then was $100 a gram, and then China White was $200 a gram.
How far does that go?
For me, not very far, believe it or not. But it used to be a bean. You could chop it up into beans, and I don't really remember how many I would make out of it. Maybe 30. By the end of it, I'd be making like 16 because I'd be making more concentrated. And by the end, I was just fuck the Dorman. Just go straight
just all
for it.
in, just fucking straight.
Yeah,
because
because your tolerance is so high.
Yeah.
That you spend all this money, you fucked your life so hard. You've spent all these terrible actions getting this high. You're like, I'm getting fucking high.
Yeah.
Regardless, but so yeah, I got pretty out of control with that. My dad, he started dying on me pretty quick right around that age because he had hepatitis C for 30 years.
Oh,
Interesting.
really?
Got it from heroin too. The same thing that I was hooked on. I knew it was ruining my life. I mean, I knew I was being a completely fucking dumb motherfucker, but I just didn't care. I wanted to feel good. I had problems with my mom. My stepmom and I were at each other's throats. My dad was dying. I just wanted something to make me feel good now.
Yeah.
I needed to feel good right fucking now, and heroin was always there to give me a hug.
Yeah.
Make me feel warm and loving, and whew,
You remember your first time doing it?
Actually doing heroin? No, I can't say I necessarily do.
You remember like that?
It was a familiar feeling by the first time I did it. It was already familiar because I had done painkillers several times by then.
Oh, so it's pretty similar, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. The pharmaceutical reps are just big time heroin fucking dealers. It's the same fucking thing, dude.
Really?
You feel the exact fucking same.
I've never had a draw like I mean I've done some pharmaceuticals. I mean, obviously I've had surgery, so I've been prescribed, but I've never had a draw towards them.
Yeah. Oh, don't. It's fucking. It feels too good. It's
Yeah.
like sex, man. Once you have it, once you have it, you want more.
No, I mean I've done it. It's just not. It's never been the thing though. That's just like, damn it. I want that.
Yeah. No, everybody's different. Everybody's person. I think a lot of it was the state of mind I was in. My life was all fucked
You're
up.
just trying to address trauma.
Yeah, I wanted to feel loved, and heroin instantly made me feel loved. My mom, to be honest, never grown up. She never made me feel loved, like ever grown up. She was always so hard on me.
Just too much push.
Way too hard. It's like, you can be abrasive and make something smooth, but if you're too abrasive and you never change the grit, that shit's gonna be freaking rough as hell.
Did you see that a lot with kids who have just this really overbearing parents?
Oh yeah.
Even the ones who don't go.
Oh yeah, dude. My leash was like a
rails.
centimeter long.
Well, even the ones who don't go like completely off the rails and they still do fine in life, but you'll see them like the moment they get a little bit of fucking freedom, like those ones who are just like had none growing up, they just go fucking crazy in college.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that exactly.
College and life, or like, you know what I'm saying, they'll go on benders and different things, and
Yeah.
maybe on the surface they look fine, but either way they're still they're still getting it out of their system.
You gotta let them know it's okay to fly and spread your wings. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna do a lot of dumb shit, but you can't. We're people. We want our freedom. We want our liberty. No matter
100%.
no matter who you are, you are your own person. And as a kid, you didn't choose to be born here. Your parent chose to put you here. You didn't choose to be here. Like, I'm just fucking doing what I want to do. Like, you chose to put me here, but I didn't ask to be here. Like, get off my shit.
Yeah, dude, that's something I'm trying to understand with obviously my son's being a teenager, dude. It's like he's getting into this phase in life where he just wants some independence. You just want to have your own space to do whatever it is you want to do without any sort of judgment, like with your friends.
Yeah.
You don't even want, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you feel like parents are just constantly there to tell you what you can't do.
Yeah.
Kind of cramp your style.
Yeah, they're like the sun setting. Like, it's gonna come. You're like, come on, son, just don't set. Just leave me fucking alone right now, Mom. Like, I know you're coming. I know I gotta be back at this time every single night. Like, I know, like, it is truth. Like, I gotta. Just right now, just give me some fucking space. I'm gonna be back. Like, I know you're gonna be.
Yeah, you just want the space, right? You're just like, yeah, I just want to do my own thing. I just want to do my own thing without any judgment.
So.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Holy shit!
But you can't let your kid do whatever the fuck they want either.
Nah, man, that's the thing.
You gotta instill. I wish I started wrestling when I was younger. I know that.
Yeah, doing more hard shit sooner.
Yeah, learn from a younger age to not quit. You know,
it's so valuable, right?
and it's more than like I had to do tours. I didn't go to Hebrew school all the time, and dude, did so much schooling as a kid. It drove me fucking.
You gotta go to the Middle East, right?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
That place was pretty sweet, but I was terrified because I went to the Middle East in December 2002, and obviously we all know what happened September 2001.
So that's a crazy time to be traveling that part of the world for sure.
Dude, I remember one time we were walking in this market. This was a crazy day. We're walking in this market, and you've heard of a turd called the landmine. Have you ever heard that before? Watch out for the landmine. That's a dog shit. Well, that is a terrible place to call a fucking landmine when you're in Jerusalem. We were in Jerusalem.
What? I would have been so scared.
Yeah, they're like, watch out for the landmine, walk around it. And I was like, I started walking the opposite direction because I was like, I'm not fucking walking around nothing. Like, I'm going, if you say it's this way, I'm going. Yeah. And somebody with my tour, people were like, what are you doing? I said, dude, there's a freaking bomb over there. He said, a bomb? I said, yeah, they said the landmine. He started laughing, smacking. He said, oh, no, it's a dog poop.
That's fun. So you went there because you're Jewish, right?
Yeah, it was my gift for my bar mitzvah. I did not even want to go. I'm happy I did. It was a good experience.
Dude,
but my mom, she was like, I'm
awesome.
going, so you're going.
Dude,
and
that would
it's your
have been
gift.
an awesome experience. I would love to go to Jerusalem.
It was cool. I saw a lot. Jerusalem is very dynamic.
Really?
You have Tel Aviv, which is like New York City, and then you freaking hop on a bus and you drive 45 minutes, and you're in the freaking straight. You drive 10 minutes, you're in the middle of the desert. But you drive 45 minutes, you're in Jerusalem, and you're in like freaking the year like 1000 AD.
I almost fought in Tel Aviv.
Oh man,
it would have been really cool to go to Israel
for Bellator.
Yeah,
I remember that card, and I remember wishing that I had still fought then because I was like, man, I probably could have been on this card right now.
I didn't have my fucking passport when they called me. They wanted you to have a passport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have a passport for all that.
It was ironic though because I had just applied for my passport, so it was on its way. I just didn't.
But it take forever. You can get them expedited for like $100 more. Or
dude,
something.
I had mine in like 2 or 3 weeks. It happened real fast. I was pretty fortunate. But yeah, you can get them expedited. But yeah, they wanted to have it in hand because, to your point, they can't take for fucking ever.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of one of those things, man. That's why any like young fighter or anybody, they should get a fucking passport.
Yeah. Yeah, just get it done.
Just in general.
They're good forever, like 10 years or something.
Yeah, just get a fucking passport.
Fuck, I need to get mine. I don't have a passport. I'm talking about kids.
You don't have a passport, bro?
I should probably get
How'd you go to Jerusalem without a passport?
Well, I did then. They're only good for 10 years. I was 13 and it expired when I was 23.
You haven't renewed it?
Yeah, I haven't renewed it.
Dude, you gotta get a new one of those, bro.
I'm gonna do it.
Get a new one.
And then I mean, it's only good's gonna come from it because I'm gonna be like, I have a passport now. Like, I want to use this thing. Just like when you get like a new bow or new shoes or new boxing gloves or anything, you're like, ooh, I want to kind of use these.
Yeah,
now.
assuming you don't need a vaccine passport.
Oh fuck, then I ain't using it. I'll stay in America. I'll stay in Missouri.
Dude, I'm so scared of the way the world's going right now. I'm trying to get as many facts as I can and to gather as much information from both sides. Because I find the more information that I learn and the more I speak out loud, I sound more and more like a fucking right-wing nut.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, dude, like what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah.
Like, it scares me to think some of the things that are happening right now.
Yeah, it's unimaginable. But I've learned, life can be pretty unimaginable. So I just
dude, your whole life,
I just
your whole life is like case in point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy, dude, what do you think kept you away from like ever shooting up the heroin?
I knew I would die. I knew. So my two,
because that's where it's at, right? As far as if you wanted the maximum.
Yeah. If you want, yeah.
Like you want to fucking smack your blood.
Yeah. It's like I was like having sex with a condom on, right? Shooting it up's like having sex. Pull that fucking condom off. If you really want to feel this pussy,
Mm-hmm.
Pull that condom off. I was scared too. But I knew I would not come back. My two friends who I sold to kind of keep my habit going, and other people, we all kind of got into it together. We were all in the same clique. We were all kind of had similar mentality of fuck the system, we do what we want.
Mm-hmm.
But they both shot it up. One's dead. The other, he's been in prison for fucking ever.
No.
Like literally, he's been in prison for almost half his life.
Damn.
So I kind of knew subconsciously that route would come, so I didn't really want to.
Yeah, you didn't want to.
I kind of teetered on it.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying. I mean, I
You're
dove
smart
in.
enough to not go that
Yeah,
deep.
well, I was pretty dumb though. I mean, I'd freaking go in the worst places in St. Louis and buy heroin from people that I didn't even fucking know.
Yeah, put yourself
Dude,
in
I
some
was
pretty
so
bad
fucking stupid. I drove a Chevy Impala, great car to be fucking buying heroin from people you don't even know. You know,
Yeah.
considering it's like a police car.
Were you ever robbed or anything?
No, dude, I never got fucking robbed, never mugged. I had people ask me if I was a cop before, but I was so fucking young. I'd just be like, "Look at me. Do I look old enough to be a cop?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, man, you gotta go police academy after high school and shit, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fucking like." I show my ID. I'm like, "I'm fucking 18 years old, 19 years old." Like, I think I got off it when I was 19, so I was either 17 or 18.
Okay, so you had a couple hard years of just being on the shit.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, man. It ruined my whole life. I would have. Oh fuck yeah. I was by the end of it. I was
What was it?
homeless, living in a fucking apartment. My old laundry room, because I still remembered the code. I used to live in this apartment complex before my dad passed away. Um, so he just died, and I was just gonna start getting off heroin. But he was actually dying at this time. I don't remember, but I was living in this laundry room which was in a basement, like an outside area. So it was cold as fuck. It was the winter time,
Yeah.
and I just remember being so embarrassed living in there because I'd try to pretend I was doing laundry
Yeah.
if somebody would come in. And
Oh shit.
dude, it was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That is when I was the least friends with myself I've ever been.
You were 19 years old at this time, or 18? Probably 18 at this time.
18, yeah. My dad, I think he had just died. He passed away in
Damn.
August of
How old are you now?
2008.
20? Are you 30?
31.
31.
Yeah,
Shit.
31. I can't even remember how old I am. I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah.
But so my
Couldn't-
dad, he died. He had a slow pain. He died of liver cirrhosis, which is when your liver stops functioning because they had hepatitis C for so long. They won't give you a transplant if you have hepatitis C because they're not going to give you a new organ that's going to get eaten by your body.
It's gonna fail again.
Yeah, it's not worth it, which makes sense from a medical standpoint.
Yeah. If you're gonna give it to some, you would hope to
Give it
to
to somebody who's
somebody
healthy.
that
Yeah,
you
you
know
can't
is
give it to a
going
body that's just gonna kill it anyways.
Yeah.
But so I watched him die and it was a slow process. It probably took him from him being himself to dead was probably a month and a half, and then in those 6 weeks he was literally a vegetable, like a baby.
Oh wow.
He would say mama, dad, that was it. You'd look in his eyes, he when your friend drinks too much and you can't, you're like, this motherfucker ain't home.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah,
But,
he's on his way out for sure.
oh yeah.
Wow.
I remember it was like that, and that was painful. Me and my mom, my stepmom, not my mom, my mom wasn't around for that either.
Yeah.
Even though she only lived a few miles away, but that's who she is.
Mhm.
My stepmom, we took shifts taking care of him, and when I wasn't taking care of him, I was out trying to get heroin, doing some fucking just stupid shit, just being a fucking fool, and then coming back and taking care of my dad,
Yeah.
who was dying. When he got heroin, trying to fucking help his country out, I was just being a fucking retarded punk ass kid.
Just a degenerate, huh?
Yeah, just a kid who wanted to feel love, and it
You're just a
turned
fucking
into,
kid though, man.
And it turned into
Trying to feel some shit.
chasing Satan.
Dude, yeah, you went hard for being a young person, but
Oh
in
yeah,
a
I
very
was dating
short
a chick with 3 kids,
yeah,
addicted to heroin,
in a
trying to
very
take care of
short
my
amount of
dad
time.
dying,
Homeless.
didn't even have a GED then.
Yeah, you
Didn't
dropped
have
out of school.
shit. Yeah, dropped out of school right on my 17th birthday, boy. I fucking showed him fucking.
You
I
thought
was
you were
like,
cool as shit, huh?
There's my
I'm
get
so
out of jail free
I'm
pass.
so
I was
cool,
like, fuck you
fuck
to the
you.
administrator. I didn't
Yeah.
say that obviously, but I was like, she was like, you sure you want to do this, honey? She was so sweet, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
You know what home life's like? I can't fucking do this. I need to get a job.
When did you
Move
get your
out.
GED?
22, I think.
Okay.
22. So I was watching my dad die, and I literally, I'm taking care of him, and I'm thinking to myself, you want to have a family one day. I'm raising this chick's kids with her, and I'm like, one day I'm going to have my own family. And it instantly hit me in the head. I said, motherfucker, Gabe, you're not going to do this to your kids. This guy was trying to make a difference, and he ended up getting stuck in this. I'm not trying to make no difference. I'm fucking being a dumbass. And if you have a family one day, you're going to do something to yourself that's going to fuck your kids up because you're being so stupid now. And in that was the catalyst to get clean. I quit heroin cold turkey. I snorted it every day for over a year for sure.
Yeah.
And after my dad died, I had used it a few more times. I had a miracle. The day before my dad died, I walked into he was living in a nursing home at this time. I walked into his room, and this guy had he had been so long since he had done anything that his lips literally sealed shut because it just wasn't opening his mouth ever.
Right.
We had to put Vaseline on him all the time. I'd try to pull him apart. They'd crack and bleed and
shit.
it'd like pulling a scab off.
Mm.
But I mean, he was, just nothing. He was just flesh and bones wearing a diaper. Literally, that was it for a long time. And the day before he died, I walked into his room to just kind of sit with him because I knew he was gonna die any day. And this motherfucker is standing up, getting dressed on his own.
What?
I fucking couldn't believe it.
Wow.
It was the most, I consider this, I refer to this day as orange soda because I bought him an orange soda a few minutes later and we shared it and it was the greatest moment I ever had.
Oh, man, dude.
But he was normal.
Yeah.
Light was back in him.
Yeah. He's there to say
his
goodbye.
His color came back. He was totally normal. I remember I told him, I said, Dad, I thought you were going to die. And he said, oh, I am. And I didn't spend enough time with him. I was fucking worried about this stupid bitch that I was fucking.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't soak it up. I probably spent 15 minutes with him and fucking dipped out. Because I was like, I drove home. I fucking called my girlfriend. I was like, he's good, man. He's fucking going home. We got nothing to worry about. He fucking shook this shit off.
Yeah.
And the next day he died. But I remember after that I did heroin probably just a handful of times more. And every time I'd do it, I would think back to when I saw myself above myself when I had died as a kid. And I knew that my dad, like, without a doubt, I was like, he's standing over me right now. Like, there's no question about it. Like, I was like, he's standing over me right now watching me do this. And I can't to stop. I remembered training with Jermaine when I was younger a few years earlier. It was something I was passionate about. And I knew that if I was going to quit heroin cold turkey, I had to take that same energy and invest it into something else. I knew, I was smart enough to know without anybody telling me that there's no fucking way that you can just stop doing this and just continue living how you are. I had to take all that energy and invest it. So that's when I got pretty heavy into training. And I just took all that pain that I had from my dad dying. I broke up with my girlfriend because she still wanted to be a fucking dumbass and use drugs. And I was like, I'm out of this. For sure, I'm out. Just so much shit had been going on. I had a really good dog. Actually, no, he was not. He was a fucking terrible dog.
But you loved him.
He was my buddy, yeah. Fucking, I adopted this dog. It used to be a fighting pit bull at 17 too.
Oh,
I thought I
shit.
knew everything, man. Fucking, they're about to put this dog to sleep. I'm like, I can save him. Somebody else adopted him. Like, he's mean. I'm getting rid of him. I'm like, I'll keep him. He ended up attacking my neighbor's kid.
Oh, wow.
I had so much bad shit happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, a broken person just wants to take care of something that's broken sometimes.
That's what it is. Yeah. I thought we could save each other together. But
yeah, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, when you're a kid, it's so tough because, again, you're told that you're an adult, and you get a lot of
the double standard.
A lot of double standard. But at the end of the day, you're just not. Kids are narcissistic. They think about themselves.
Oh yeah.
I remember the last time I talked to my grandfather. He was like, I knew it was the last time I'm talking to him because he's about to die. And I was like, man, like, Grandpa, man, like, I love you. I'm sorry I don't ever, like, I don't talk to you enough or see you. And he's like, don't be sorry about that, man. He's like, dude, you're a young man. Like, that's just what young men do.
Yeah.
And
he
knew that because I remember growing up, like, there was a lot of times where he was like he worked construction. He was like a biker and he fucking played in a band and he went to bars and shit. So he was like a kind of free spirit, just like kind of out there doing shit too. So he just kind of, and he didn't make me feel bad about not seeing him as much because he just understood like it's just a part of the life cycle, right? So I think about like whenever I was a kid, like how much more narcissistic and selfish I was, even more so than I am today. And you just understand, like, it's just the fucking cycle of life.
Yeah.
It's just how we are as humans.
Yeah, you just don't know. You know, what was it Plato says, what everybody claims to know, but a wise man claims to not know.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch I don't fucking know.
That's right.
Shit,
That is right.
dude.
So,
yeah, man, that's a lot of heavy shit, like, very early on.
It was
in
enough
life.
fuel to get me going, though. Oh, yeah. So training was hard, but, like, getting my ass whooped by another person and, like, having to shrimp when you're getting punched in the face, and
Yeah.
like that wasn't nothing. I was like, this isn't pain. Like I'm like miserable right now. But like, have you ever been like addicted to heroin while your dad's dying and your girlfriend's fucking someone else behind your back, which you for sure know is happening? You're fucking homeless. You're freezing. You don't know where the fuck your food's coming from. You got to be at work the next day. You got to take a shit, but you don't even fucking have a toilet.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't nothing. So
Yeah.
it was an easy way out for me.
Yeah, you were talking about perspective, bro.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. So, man, how long were you at Jermaine's before you came to St. Charles MMA?
I think it was at Jermaine's.
Did you fight where you're actually? Did you actually?
No, I never fought.
You just trained at Jermaine's, right? He
Yeah.
would make people train for a really long time for you.
Oh yeah, he would never let you
right?
fight. Yeah.
He just always likes making sure you.
But I didn't know jack shit about nothing, dude.
No,
Like I freaking.
You don't know. What you
I didn't
don't
know body mechanics. I didn't know jack
right.
shit about
it's
nothing.
It's good to train. It's good
yeah.
to train.
Oh yeah, it made me happy. I was there for I think maybe 2 years, and then I went to. I tried to go to the Randolph gym, the first St. Charles MMA down on Randolph. I went to that place like 3 or 4 times, and every time I went there, I must have missed class or something. I'd be knocking on the door.
We didn't have a lot of classes.
Yeah, every time I went there, there was.
You missed it.
Yeah,
because there were no day classes.
Yeah,
it was only.
I don't even remember what time it was.
It was only like the 4:30 classes, like
so
4:30 and 6.
I was almost an original member. This was like 2008, 2007, or 2008. I just got clean off dope. Maybe 2009. So they've been open a year or two.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find them. But I found Domain MMA. They were on Cave Springs, Dustin Seaver and Jeff Henry's gym.
Yep.
So I trained there for a little bit, and then when they made the switch to St. Charles,
you went with
came
him
over,
over there on Cave Springs.
Yeah,
probably
Matt
2010.
Helm, Zach Freeman.
Yeah, Jake Roberts.
Yeah, a bunch of people, man. They've all been around forever.
So you got there in 2010 then?
Yeah, I got there in 2010. And
That's cool.
I had fought in between, so I was training with this guy in his basement, and I would go to Hit Squad and spar for a little bit. He used to be a wrestling coach out of Domain, but he really didn't teach that much wrestling. He just like fitness in the morning.
Yeah.
So I did that. I had 2 fights, both tough fights. One guy against Quentin Loper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I fought Quentin Loper.
He's a really good boxer.
Yeah. You know what's funny? He's a really good boxer, and I'm a really good grappler.
Yeah.
And in the fight, I beat the fuck out of him on the feet, and then I'm a fucking college wrestler. He fucking took me down and fucking submitted me.
Did he really?
He choked me out, fucking
he knows
ground and
jiu-jitsu
pounded
too.
me.
He knows jiu-jitsu.
I was so embarrassed. I beat the shit out of him. I hit him so hard that when he turned around and looked at me, I could tell he wasn't home.
Really?
And everything went out the window of like logic. And
this is when you're still at Domain?
I wasn't even at Domain. No, yeah. I was at Domain, but I wasn't even fighting out of Domain. I was just like fighting out of this guy's garage.
I'd go to,
I was just kind of,
that's so
not
funny.
hadn't quite figured it out yet. I was kind of just bouncing around.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But yeah, I thought I was about to knock him out, which I was. I mean, I had him. I had his number, and I was beating him up the whole first round. Tracy Taylor was our ref.
Really?
Yeah. I remember the first round. God, I didn't know anything, dude. I knew you couldn't knee to the face, and I knew you couldn't elbow, and I knew you couldn't like rip their eye out and fish hook them.
All that shit.
But so I took his back. I was beating up Quentin pretty good. I took his back, and Quentin was doing a pretty good job covering up, and he fucking wouldn't let me hit him. You're like, you've been in many MMA fights. You're like, at some points you're like, God, this motherfucker's doing kind of good. Like, just let me fucking, come on, just like, if you just let me hit you, we could both be out of here. Like, none of us want to be in here right now. Just let us both get out of here. Well, he wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
So, you know what he wasn't protecting was the back of his head. And I got him flattened out. I got his back taken, and I got him flattened out. I fucking start punching him in the back of the head. No, Tracy Taylor goes, he goes, you can't fucking hit him in the back of the head. So, the next place that was open where I could hit him?
Where?
His fucking spine. God, I was a fucking idiot.
Oh, you degenerate.
So I start hitting him in the fucking spine, and Quentin goes, "Motherfucker, what are you doing?" I was like, they have a rules meeting, but this is my second fight. I was so nervous, dude. I was just trying not to throw up on myself.
There's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah, I'm just trying not to puke on myself and like piss my pants and trying to dawn the moment of you actually got to make this walk.
Yeah, dude.
So I guess I missed that part.
It happens.
But and then the second round came, I rocked him, and then literally ran after him.
Yeah.
And he ducked under, took me down, took my back, choked me out.
You weren't really wrestling much by that point, though.
No, I was not a wrestler at that point. I was just.
You just progressed into wrestling through fighting.
Yeah. I was training at St. Charles, and my grappling always came natural to me. I always understood it better than other people, maybe, I
Mhm.
guess you could say. My body, I don't know if you could say my body's built for it. I just understood it.
You took
Some
to
people
it.
are meant to be painters, artists, violinists. Grappling just kind of came to me.
Yeah.
Um, but so I was always a really good wrestler without having any really background. And then I was obviously really good friends with Matt Ricehouse, and he was good friends with Alp, and I met Alp through him. I mean, he was my training partner, but we kind of opened up. He kind of,
Mhm.
Alp's not the most open person sometimes, but especially back then.
Yeah.
So he kind of was like, "No, Gabe's cool. Come on in." And then Alp
Yeah.
got me.
Alp's a stud Turkish wrestler.
Oh yeah,
Was at
Turkish
Lindenwood.
national champion.
Yep.
He wrestled at Linwood, and he was assistant coach at MoBap at Missouri
Mhm.
Baptist. Um,
Dude, he's coached he's coached so many UFC
yeah,
fighters.
he was
He's
on
coached on
Dominic Cruz when Dominic
yeah.
Cruz is coach on the Ultimate
Alp is a
Fighter.
stud, man. Yeah.
Yeah, tough son of a bitch. He whooped my ass so many times.
Yeah. So that's how you got into Mobap.
That's how I got into MoBap. Yeah. Matt was practicing at MoBap because he had a fight with Bill Cooper.
Yeah.
Bill Cooper, the black belt. Bill the Grill Cooper.
He beat the shit out of Bill Cooper.
Beat that motherfucking ass. But he was wrestling at MoBap to just be
Dear.
prepared to get this guy off of him.
Yeah.
So around that time, that's when Alp was like, "You want to come practice here? You can too." Because I would always try to get Alp to teach me wrestling after MMA practice. And after MMA, he's like, "I want to fucking go home, kid.
He's
Leave
tired.
me alone."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, "No, but like." I
But-
fought my first fight ever. I fought a really good wrestler, and I went to a decision with him, but he threw me around like a rag doll, and that kind of opened my eyes to like, oh, if you want to be a good MMA fighter, like you got to figure out how to handle the pressure of these
absolutely
wrestlers, because
know how
like
to
they're a
wrestle.
little different. Like they're a fucking jackhammer. Like they're coming at you. They're not waiting around for their moment.
The
Like
strength
they're
is
gonna
different.
crush
The pressure's
you.
different.
Yeah, they're just gonna bury you alive.
Trying
So
to set up angles, snap
I'd always,
you.
I'd
change-
always
I love wrestling.
try to keep him after. And he got tired of it. He's like, "No, dude, I don't want." I was like, "Just start going to MoBap." He's like, "You'll learn anything you need to do. Just start going here." So I started going there, and I was just practicing there. I had no plan of, really getting deep into college or anything like that. I had a GED, and that was about it. And I was taking one class at St. Charles Community College, which I was failing. I was taking one class and failing it.
Why were you doing that? Just because?
Yeah, I was like, it'd probably be a good idea to just.
You just felt like it was.
It was kind of the right thing to do, yeah. But I really
Okay.
didn't care about that class. But
Yeah.
so I was practicing there, and I'd been practicing there for I think a couple months. I was getting my ass whooped every fucking second. I'd get a good double leg every now and again, but they learned my quick tricks pretty quick.
Yeah.
I tried to hit some like jiu-jitsu shit on them. It'd work the first 3-4 times, but after that
Those guys are studs.
oh yeah, dude, they're like this
College
shit ain't working
college
no more.
wrestlers at every level. I
Dude,
mean,
they're
it's
so
just
fucking
if
tough.
you're not a wrestler, they're gonna
Dude,
beat you.
They're gonna expose you. Like I was to anybody who like wrestled in high school, if they had saw me, like they'd have been like, "Man, this kid's a pretty good wrestler." But like anyone in college was like,
It's
this
just a
kid
different level of
is-
intensity.
exactly.
You know?
I
It
didn't
just-
know all the answers, I do now. I mean, I know all the answers now after getting through it.
Having been a college wrestler.
Yeah, through it all the years, all 4
Yeah.
years. But so I was just practicing, and then it was winter break. So the semester had ended. All the kids were going home for winter break, and Brian Jackson, their head coach, he's a good man. He gave me a good opportunity. He gave their talk. I wasn't really kind of like in the conversation. I was just like the post practice kind of, don't be a fucking idiot. Don't eat too much food.
Yeah.
Kind of mess around with you. He knows
Do the right thing.
He
while
knows you're all
going.
gonna get drunk and eat too much food. But as a coach and as a mentor, like he's gotta like say it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I know you guys are gonna live a little, but don't live too much. Kind of deal.
You're gonna have to come back. We're gonna
Yeah,
have to
you're
deal with this.
Exactly. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to deal with you being 25 pounds overweight when
Yeah.
you're like texting me the day before saying you're 7.
And he's really talking to all the lower weights.
Yeah, exactly. Oh fuck, dude, I hated heavyweights, man. I'd just be mad at them.
Yeah.
So after their little meeting, I was getting ready to leave. I was, had scraped myself off the mat by then, and man, but I felt good about myself. I felt
Yeah.
real good. I was like, whatever I'm doing right now is the answer. It is. I knew it was the answer.
Yeah.
But he looked at me and he goes, "Gabe, you ever think about like being a college athlete?" And I was like, I literally said that to him. I was like, kids work like 10, 15 years to get this opportunity. I told him, I was like, I don't deserve this. Like, I didn't tell him, like, I don't know if you know this or not, but like 2 years ago, like I was a homeless fucking heroin addict.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't deserve this. And he said, well, if you want, he said, I'll give you a scholarship. You can go here. You can be on my wrestling team. And I told him, I said, they got a long break. I said, let me think about it, and I'll make my decision when I come back from break. And he said, you're going to make your decision before you walk away from me right now. And I was thrown off. I was like I barely knew the guy. Like I knew him a little bit, but
Yeah.
not like on a man to man, like
Yeah.
let's be real, motherfucker,
Yeah.
kind of deal. And like he made me like in that moment be like, oh, this is So he told me, he said like literally like before you turn around and walk away, like you will have your answer made. And I thought to myself for about 5 or 6 seconds, and I was like, man, your life was fucked up, Gabe, and this is a way out. Like I already found my way out in MMA. I already had a couple fights. I think I had 4 or 5 by then.
Yeah.
I think I had 5 by then. But I was like, you gotta have a backup plan. There's no way there could be any harm from this. And ultimately, I was like, college wrestler. I was like, by the end of this, I'll be a fucking animal, and I'll be still young enough. I was 22 at the time. I was like, by the time I graduate, I'd be 26. I got tons of MMA experience already. I'm like, that's fucking perfect. Like, I'll be out of here ready to freaking rip kids' heads off. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. So a month later, Rice House was laughing at me. He's like, he's my first day of school. Because, me and Rice House, we lived together for freaking like 8 or 9 years. We lived together.
Shit.
I think that long. I can't remember. It's been a long time. We lived together for a long time.
Yeah.
But he was laughing at me on my first day of school. I'm all nervous. Got my hair done. Got my backpack on.
First day.
22-year-old freshman, baby.
Hey, dude. Yeah, that's funny, dude.
So I took that wave. And that was a good wave. That was tough. I learned a lot about myself. I learned I'm fucking can endure pretty much anything through that process. My last week ever wrestling, it was not my last. It was my last couple weeks. Lindenwood. I'd been at Lindenwood. So I left MoBAP after a year and a half and went to Lindenwood. Coach under Jimmy Rollins. That dude is a fucking amazing coach. I mean, Lindenwood took third in D2s last year.
Yeah.
This dude's got the answers.
It's a great program.
Oh, dude, he knows. Jimmy Rollins is such a good coach. He's so structured. Like, I can't say enough good about this dude. Like, anybody who ever thinks about going to, like, a school. Like, so many of my friends' kids are like, I don't know what school to go to. I think about Lindenwood. Maybe I'm going to go here. And I look at him. I'm like, look, dude, I've, like, rode this wave. Like, I'm telling you, this dude knows his shit. He knows what days he needs to drown you and make you learn to fight. He knows what days to take the pedal off, bring it back. He knows what days to have a fun practice. He knows what days to have a serious practice. He knows all the answers. He's Benson Henderson's roommate in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah, him and Benson Henderson wrestled at Dana College together.
Oh, nice.
So that was a good program. My last week ever in wrestling, we were getting ready for regionals, and I broke my back in this practice. I didn't even know I broke it for like a month or two later. As a wrestler, you just kind of learn that everything hurts.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm always in pain, dude.
Exactly. You just got that I'm always in pain mentality.
As a wrestler or a fighter.
Yeah, everything hurts. Like, everything's bad on me. I'm like that fucking picture with the doctor where you're pulling shit out.
100%. It's like, you mean your knees don't hurt? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So the practice before the day that I broke my back was the hardest practice I've ever done. For sure. I mean, it fucking...
Yeah.
I had to dig really deep. So the next day, as a reward, he told us, I know you guys are all feeling really bad. We're about to get ready to regionals. It was the last hard practice before we left for regionals. I didn't go. I wasn't the starter, but before the team did. He's like, just give me a solid hour. That's all I ask you. Our practice were usually 2.5 hours, from 2:30 to 5. He said, just give me a solid hour of drilling, no live. I know you guys are all feeling pretty banged up. Everybody's weight's good. I'm happy with where we're at. So the whole team, they were taking it really easy, and Coach Rollins was letting us, because we all, like, I felt like I got in like 6 car wrecks by this. By the end of season in college, like, your body is fucking
fucked
hurt.
up.
You've been low on weight for months at this time. You're just feeling terrible. So this kid was laying on the ground behind me because he just felt so fucking terrible too. We just started drilling. I've probably been drilling for 20 minutes, and I let my partner ankle pick me. Usually if you drill and you get an ankle pick, you'll fall to where you hit like a knee slide. You'll fall over and you land on your hands and knees. You're not going to fall flat to your back.
Yeah. You're
going to fall to your hands and knees, hit a knee slide, get back in position, and drill your move. But I knew it was a pretty relaxed day. I knew Coach Rollins wasn't going to be yelling at anybody for being tired, because we deserved to be tired at that point. We'd earned it. Well, Derek, he was laying on the ground behind me, freaking dead tired, because he had every right to be, because fucking we got worked, the day before. So my partner, he ankle picked me, and I didn't know Derek was behind me, and I was so tired, I just fell right to my back, because I just was trying to just be lazy. You got these nice soft mats, you just lay right into it, just like a pillow, baby. Just well, lo and behold, Derek was behind me, and he was on his side. So when I fell, my low back hit his hip bone, and it was just perfect placement, and it broke these two little fins off the back of one of my vertebrae. And these two fins, they kind of work
I know what you're
to
talking
where they
about.
keep it in place. So they broke off so my vertebrae wouldn't stay in place.
Oh,
So my back hurt really
fuck.
bad. I ended up finishing my last couple weeks of wrestling. I stopped wrestling live at this point because I was like, something's fucked up. But I kept drilling and everything. I'd do what I could. I'd jog. I'd go ride the bike. So I finished season. And then I eventually got an MRI, and then that's when they told me that your back's broken and you're going to need surgery. And that fucking crushed me, because I plan on taking like 1 or 2 more MMA fights fresh out of season and then turning pro. Like, my plan was to turn pro within 6 months of being done, graduating. Because I was a fucking animal, dude. I was in the best shape of my life. I could easily fight 3-4 fights in a night, as long as I didn't get too like fucked up with head kicks and leg kicks. And conditioning
Didn't
wise,
take too much damage.
I was ready for war.
Wow. Fucking
and I-
freak accident, you break your back.
Freak accident. Yeah, and it was
'Cause
11.
you're being lazy.
Because I was
piece
being
of
fucking
shit.
lazy. Don't get too comfortable.
I think about
That's a
that, man.
motto.
Dude, for real,
Don't
dude.
get too
When
comfortable.
you're training and you're being too lax, injuries happen.
Yep.
They every fucking time.
Every
dude.
time you let your guard down, that
Oh,
punch comes you don't see.
It's always that last go, that last roll. Like that.
Come on, let's get one more.
Let's just get one more in. You know you shouldn't do it because you're fucking tired,
Mhm.
but you're gonna get it in, and for some reason you're not going as hard as you should be
Yep.
because you're tired, and then you get hurt.
Yep.
And it's just like, what the fuck you doing?
Exactly.
Just learn from your fucking
simple mistake.
mistakes.
Yeah. I felt like I self-sabotaged
I'm just talking
myself.
to myself because I fucked.
Oh yeah, we've all done
I've
it.
done it, dude.
Yeah. So in that moment, it hurt, man. Freaking after I realized my back was broken, I didn't have surgery for almost a year to the date, and I cried myself to sleep every fucking night because I was in so much pain.
What was the holdup?
Doctors didn't want to operate. I had insurance issues.
Did
It was
the
always
surgery was
they'd
absolutely
tell-
necessary?
Man, I saw 4 specialists, and each one told me a different answer. One told me, like, you need surgery right now, or you're gonna be paralyzed, because it was pinching my spinal cord, my vertebrae, because they had slid off.
Yeah.
The other one was like, the position it's in right now, it's good. Like, he doesn't understand grappling, and I still trained. Like, I was still training with a broken back for a while.
You're crazy.
But I had to do it mentally. I had to
You
do it
had to fucking do it.
without training and everything. I was, without training. I'm a dead man. I am a shell of a man
Yeah.
without martial arts, even to this day. That's why I still train from here time to time. It keeps me a friend with myself.
Yeah.
I can look myself after hard training lesson. I can look myself in the mirror and like who I see. But without those hard training sessions, it doesn't matter what I am. I have a great job now. Life's going good. But if I don't get good hard training session in here and there, I don't like myself.
Yeah.
So I trained with a broken back, and I was fucking miserable. Cried every night because I knew I sabotaged what I did from being lazy. It was hard to accept. Finally,
You didn't really sabotage it though.
without knowing, I certainly did.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
unfortunate.
I went
It's
the
unfortunate.
hardest fucking path anybody could ever imagine when it comes to like
Yeah.
not being a wrestler to diving into and eventually
Yeah.
graduating as an NCAA wrestler. Like, I was pretty fucking good. Like, people would watch me wrestle, and then like I would tell them, I'd be like, yeah, I never wrestled in high school, and their jaw would hit the floor. They'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'd be like, I work really hard, and I'm blessed with
Yeah, you train with
catching on
high.
quicker than other people.
Yeah, and you, dude.
And all I did was learn. I didn't focus when I was wrestling in the summer times when it wasn't wrestling. I would do a little bit of jiu-jitsu, but I did not focus on my boxing. I did not focus on kickboxing. I would just focus on wrestling because I knew I had to catch up. I was
Yeah.
like, these kids have been doing it 20 years. I need to.
Well, not all of them, but you're also the sum of the people that you're around, right? So when you
Yeah.
train with better people, you get better
Yeah,
faster.
you can't help it.
So you're
And they'll
training-
make you get better.
Exactly. You're
They're
training
going
in
to
the
beat
college
your
room.
ass till you get the fuck out that room,
Yeah.
or you're going to get better.
Yeah,
Which
you're
I
not-
love.
You're not gonna
I
get.
love it. Like,
Yeah.
they will squeeze you out like a fucking pimple, dude.
Yeah.
They'll pop you.
Yeah, if you stick around long enough, you're not going to leave with a high school level of wrestling. You're
No,
going to leave
yeah,
with a
it's
college level
impossible.
of
Yeah,
wrestling,
you
right?
can't.
You're in
Yeah,
a college room. That's what's going to happen.
yeah, it's not. And then you have to wrestle every day. You know,
Yeah, every day.
it's not a choice. Like you're there 5 days a week minimum.
It's what you do. You wrestle
Yeah,
every day.
on off season doesn't matter. You're
Every
there.
fucking day. That's why you're so strong. That's why wrestlers are so strong.
Yeah,
It's constant tension, pushing,
Yeah.
pulling, tension.
yeah, yeah.
Dang.
I love it.
Yeah, dude. I've been doing a lot more wrestling because I've been going up to Pedagog's a whole lot training.
Yeah,
up in Mount
I need to
Vernon.
get out there, man. I talked to Alejandro a couple weeks ago and told him I was gonna go out there, and I fucking haven't been out yet.
You can ride with me whenever you want. I love training there. Yeah, dude, it's so tough. Tuesdays and Thursdays are always wrestling. It's so tough. It's so tough because there's just a lot of tough guys in there. Here's the thing: for a jiu-jitsu gym, they train hard. They train hard for any gym.
Yeah,
but
no, I know exactly
you know
what
what I'm
you
saying?
mean. Yeah, in the
So-
wrestling room, they'll fucking kill you.
Well, here's the thing.
And there is no like slow, relaxed drilling, getting up at your own pace. Like in the
No,
wrestling room, when you,
they have the same intensity as a wrestling room.
yeah,
They really do. But I'm just saying, if you're a jiu-jitsu guy and you're not used to that level of intensity, it's like, oh my God, this is super intense. But for me, having been a wrestler, having been an MMA fighter, I'm used to that level of intensity, right? So it's not anything out the normal for me, but for a jiu-jitsu only guy, like their level of intensity is way higher than any jiu-jitsu gym.
yeah,
Yeah, that's all it is.
No,
But
yeah, he's
it's just
the
so
man.
tough, dude, because there's no fucking air conditioning in there.
yeah,
And we're all wrestling with no shoes,
yeah.
and it's so slippery, bro. So you can't overextend
You're
on
just
anything.
ready for injury. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how.
it's just you just got to be really careful with your footwork, and it makes you good in a different way.
Yeah,
So
you're
once
dancing.
once you do have shoes on, or you do have a grippy ass mat, it's over, bro. It's over.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I
you
love
feel so much better.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I'll hit the restroom real quick.
go ahead, man. Go ahead. And we're back. But yeah, no, dude. I feel like it's actually made my wrestling better being up. It's shitty ass conditions because you don't ever want to be on a mat that's slippery. But
Yeah.
it's made my wrestling tighter.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to refine everything you do.
You really do. You really do.
Man, I can't wait till the day I don't have kids. But I can't wait till the day till I have kids and I can get them wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my son or daughter. I'll expose them to it if they don't want to do it
Yeah.
as they get older, then I'll allow that. But
Yeah.
that's
Just
gonna be awesome.
have them around it.
Oh man,
Definitely
yeah.
expose them.
Teach them how to endure life
Yeah.
at a young age.
Wrestling was for sure the best decision I ever made.
When did you start? How old?
I started whenever I was as a freshman in high school. My friend talked me into it because he was like, "Man, I'll make you better." We were on the football team together,
Yeah,
and it was he actually got into it because he was following his older brother.
yeah.
We were freshmen. His older brother, I guess, was a junior,
Mhm.
but it was his older brother's first year ever wrestling. So I don't know what got his older brother into it, but either way, he's following his older brother. So he
Uh-huh.
wanted to have friends to join with him, right? So he's like, "Man, dude, you should do it. It'll make you better for football." And I was like, "Oh, you know what? It probably will," because I'm thinking, all right, well, especially when you're in like the top or bottom position, you have to like react off the whistle.
Yeah.
I'm like, at the very least, it'll probably make my reaction time better in my footwork.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well,
used to the whistle on the line.
just different things. Yeah. So I'm like, it'll probably make me better for football. So let me do
Yeah.
this.
Oh, definitely make you better.
Yeah, so I went out for wrestling and I took to it like a fish to water, and it instantly I was like, fuck. I almost quit football and just only did wrestling.
And why not?
I should have actually.
fuck football.
I had a shitty ass football coach, shitty ass coach. But yeah, dude. I mean, so I started wrestling whenever I was 14, about to be 15, so almost 20 years ago. I've
That's
been
a long
wrestling.
time.
I know.
I almost had a similar story. I played football in high school, freshman year. My buddy who was a wrestler was like, dude, because we would wrestle all the time with each other.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you're fucking good. You should join the wrestling team. I was like, bet, let's join the wrestling team. He was like, all right, well, we have practice. We have lifts at 6 in the morning, and we have practice after school. And I looked at him, and I was like, dude, I wake up at like 6:30. And like, that was it. I was like, no, dude, that ain't happening.
There's no option. I can't change.
Yeah. So I shut wrestling out at that moment. I should have went for it.
I've talked to so
probably
many
wrestled at
people
Mizzou
who,
or something, but
man,
well.
the amount of people I talk to that say that they wish they would have did it in high school.
You just don't know, though. I didn't know. I had no fucking idea. I didn't know that martial arts would be the rest of my life.
Well, just as a man, or just as a fucking human being,
Yeah.
the knowledge and the ability to like be able to control another person
Yeah.
is a valuable skill, and it teaches you
Oh,
how to
yeah.
like your own situational and body awareness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's essential to feeling comfortable, knowing that you can handle yourself if something goes down.
Exactly.
And I'm already super sketched out, and I'm like super capable of handling myself, and I'm still paranoid. So I couldn't imagine if I wasn't able to protect myself.
Dude, yeah. And it just feels it feels like this innate void. I mean, just to like, it feels good to like grab on and just be physical with somebody.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Fuck yeah, it does. It feels good to for me, it feels good to be so fucking miserable that you're just hating your life. And then the next thing you know, you're fucking hammering someone else. You're like you're fucking just dying, burning, you want to quit.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, that mentality in your brain shifts.
Yeah.
Like that second gear. And that's what I love, when that second gear kicks in. And that's when you're like,
it's a good feeling.
Oh, I like transformed in that moment.
Yeah. It's a good feeling.
That's what I like,
Damn, dude. Yeah, wrestling has definitely been a game changer.
Yeah.
Did you? So you got your undergrad degree in philosophy?
Yeah, I was gonna go to law school, but I ended up not opting out of that. I take care of my brother. I'm busy. I was like, fuck, I can't do.
Well, you were working in a law office for a little while, right?
No, I did a little bit of stuff with Jeff Meyercord, but that was like barely anything. He's an attorney, local attorney. He trains at Guidry's gym. At least he. But
my point is, like, you got a kind of a little bit of.
I was at a trust department.
You got a little taste of the world, right?
A little bit.
And you're like, this isn't.
Yeah.
You're like, this just isn't the world.
That's when I was working at the trust department.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
I was
like,
working for a trust fund company, Stiefel Nicholas, and. Oh, yeah, dude, I freaking hated that job. At first, I thought I was the shit because I wore a super nice suit. Everybody, dude, when you wear a nice suit every day,
good.
People treat you different.
Yeah.
I had to wear a nice suit every day to work, and, like, randomly going to the store, going to the gas station, and especially me being young, kind of handsome.
Yeah, white guy.
Yeah, white dude. Dude, people see you, and they're like, you're the future of this world.
Yeah.
So they fucking treat you different. So I kind of got a big head kind of quick. But they would give you like overviews of these families that you were going to meet. So you'd meet these super rich people, and you'd try to get them to sign their estate over to your trust company.
To manage their estate.
You'd meet them, you'd take them to a Cardinals game, you'd do all this shit.
All this movie.
You don't like any of these fucking people. You're just being fake as hell. You're being Satan right now. You're putting on a front to try to get their money. But they would give you these articles. They'd be like, you're going to go meet Susan. Susan has 3 kids. 2 of them play volleyball. 1 of them plays soccer. Bring this up when you go to meet them. So,
good details to have.
So you're walking, you're like, hey, I hear AJ took 3rd in state in soccer, and you're just trying to and I'm like, dude, this shit just don't sit well with me. Like, I don't give a fuck about AJ. I don't give a fuck about soccer. Like, I just kind of want to get in a cage and beat somebody up.
Yeah, you just weren't being your authentic self.
I wasn't being authentic to myself.
Yeah.
I just had back surgery at this time, so I was fighting was not really like in my department.
You're probably a little mad too. Did you feel mad at the world a little bit? Mad at yourself?
Man, I worked so hard. I gave up so many parties, memories, friends, relationships, money. Always fucking broke. Always sore. Fucking didn't ever have time. No energy to do nothing. Sacrificed everything to the very end to fucking just shit on all of it.
Maybe it just wasn't ever supposed to work out. Maybe you're supposed to do all those other things so you can do other awesome shit in your life. And
I think it might still work out. I kind of feel like I have a few more in me. I'm
gonna go back to it.
So
you're 30, right? You said 30?
31.
31.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
got 5 years of solid athletic performance in you, buddy.
I'm not. My back doesn't scare me anymore. It's still sore. It's still sore every day. But it doesn't scare me like it did when I was earlier.
You have to trust it.
I trust it now. That's ultimately what it is. I trust it now, and I trust my technique, and I trust my ability to not give myself mental lapses during training anymore. Take a mental lapse when you're done training. But now, when you're in there, you're serious.
Yeah.
Until it's over.
You're going to take you thought about doing any, like, jiu-jitsu tournaments coming up?
I did Golden Gloves a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And that was my first fight that I had after back surgery. And that was a good time. But, I have I kind of live by a philosophy major. Epictetus is a philosopher that I've always liked to follow, and he has a saying, it's fate leads the willing and drags the unwilling. So to kind of tie that in, me and my girlfriend, we broke up a couple months ago. Right before she broke up with me, a week before she broke up with me, I was walking into work, and I was missing fighting. I hadn't been training at all because I was just, fucking
Yeah.
comfortable getting fat,
Just-
getting fed, getting held,
fat,
feeling
yeah,
loved.
fat and happy.
I was fat and happy. But I was walking into work, and I had a little conversation with me and God, and I was like, God, I don't know if I'm being true to myself right now. I was like, give me strength to fight again. I was like, give me that desire, because I don't have that desire, and I want that desire. But to be quite frank, I'm pretty happy right now, and I don't have it. But I knew all the work that I had done in the past. Like, I still got some shit to show.
Yeah.
And I still got some shit to prove to myself,
That's
ultimately.
exciting.
And I still have yet to completed this circle that I started when I was 15.
Yeah.
Everything I've been through, everything I've overcome, and then I just a little back injury get it, and I'm like past it now, but I'm getting older, getting comfortable. But so I had a little conversation. It was a very short one. I was just, God, give me strength to fight again. I thought I was gonna freaking marry this girl I was dating. We've been friends our whole life. But so she left me out of the blue, for someone else that she was with before me. God, unfortunately, answered my prayer. He was like, "You want strength to fight again, little dude?
Dude, sometimes
You're gonna have it."
It's like
And I think back to Epictetus, fate leads the willing and drags the unwilling. Like either way, like my fucking fate lies in martial arts.
Yeah.
And am I gonna be fucking drug or am I gonna be led?
Yeah, it's like some shitty things that happen. Like we go through like some terrible things in the moment, and then once you actually get through it, and typically with some perspective, you're like, man, that thing happened for me, not to me.
Exactly.
You know what I
It
mean?
happened
And
for me, not to me. And I'm still there. It's still hard.
it's
But yeah.
it takes time to get. Like I remember whenever I got fired from my job,
Yeah.
I was working at Express Scripts, and they hit me
You
with
were there a while.
yeah, dude. I
I remember
had a
that.
really good position, and it's kind of the same thing though. You do really well, and you dress nice when you're there, and you fucking feel good, and say, oh man, yeah, dude, I'm doing project management. You say these things, and it makes you feel good and shit,
Yeah.
and then
You tell everybody who doesn't give a fuck about you at little Thanksgiving dinners, I'm project manager at Express
blah blah blah,
Scripts.
right? And then everything just changes. And it's just because I smoked cannabis, not because I was a bad employee or anything like that. And you go through hard times, but it was like I wasn't happy there. I wasn't my authentic self. I wasn't who I was able to be, or who I wanted to be. It's like I have to put on this front while I'm there, and then I can be myself when I go to the gym and I train and get ready for fights and shit. And then it's like, man, I wanted to do all these things, but like I never really had the courage to end that thing. And then it happened for me. It just
Had
they
to
did
happen
it.
for
They
ya.
did it. And I was like, fuck, dude. And now it just sent me down this path where I'm like, dude, fuck a regular job, fuck a 9 to 5. Like I just need to do my own thing and figure it out and build something and just be my fucking self. And it's like those shitty situations, man. Once you get past them, it's like, man, that really was like a good thing.
Exactly.
So fuck, dude.
I've been training. I freaking lost like 20 pounds in 2 months. I'm feeling good.
That's
feeling
good.
in shape. My back bothers me a little bit, but it ain't shit really.
Yeah, you do anything for recovery to help with that? I mean,
I got a so right a couple months ago, and that
Yeah.
thing is freaking
is
major.
that helping you?
Oh my god, I can't believe how freaking good that thing is. That little freaking U-shaped piece
I
of
love it,
plastic.
yeah.
Holy fuck,
I
that
got
thing's
one.
good.
Yeah.
So I do that.
Do the sauna or anything? Help keep
A little
it
bit of
loose?
sauna. I probably need to go see a masseuse or something. That'd probably help me out. But
Probably.
so I think I'm gonna get back to fighting. I know bow season's right on the corner, but I might have to put off a couple deer hunts and get.
You're
this out of the
serious
way.
then, boy.
Yeah,
I know you
I
got deep
am.
into bow hunting. You're hunting all the time.
Oh yeah. Well, Keith back from the gym from St. Charles. He after my back surgery, I had a talk with Keith. He had been trying to get me to hunt forever.
Yeah.
'Cause he always gave me deer meat forever.
Hmm.
But I was never comfortable killing a deer. So I would just eat the meat that he gave me.
Yeah.
But after back surgery, I had to talk with Keith, and I was like, man, I got that desire to do something like really hard.
Like you need a challenge.
I need a challenge, but I don't know what to do. And he said, you ever tried bow hunting a deer? And I said, no. And he said, dude, that's fucking one of the hardest things you could ever do. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah, go buy you a bow. So I went and bought like a $300 or $400 bear bow.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And that was kind of the red pill down the rabbit hole.
Dude, I love shooting the bow.
Oh, dude, I freaking love it. Well, I've had like Keith calls me the luckiest bow hunter in the entire world. My first 2 times bow hunting public land, I've shot a deer both times with my bow, which is super
Wow.
rare because I've taken
That's
people bow hunting with me.
super rare.
I've taken Mehdi from the gym. I feel so fucking bad for him, dude. I've taken him bow hunting with me easily 30 times, and every time he's with me, we've only seen a deer fucking one time, and it was like not even possible to shoot. No, the first time I took him bow hunting with me, he watched me kill a deer in the stand. I actually didn't let him take the shot because it was perfect for me and not as perfect for him. Ultimately, like I knew I was gonna drain it.
You want the cleanest
Yeah,
kill.
dude, you don't want to kill him.
You
You don't
don't
want to hurt him. That's what happened
you
with
don't
my
want to
first
hurt
deer.
him. You don't want to drag it
Yeah.
out.
Oh, a good deer hunting story. So my first time bow hunting, Keith took me up to where we bow hunt. And he just told me, shoot him behind the shoulder, try to get him broadside, shoot him behind the shoulder. But he didn't tell me nothing else. And I'm picturing, like, when you shoot a deer with an arrow, like, it's kind of like cowboy Indian. Like, you hit them with an arrow, and they go down. You're celebrate. Well, that ain't what happens.
No.
So,
They get this jolt of fucking adrenaline.
oh, yeah, and they freaking run like the dickens. So, anyways, I shot this doe. I was using these stupid-ass broadheads, and my poundage wasn't up high enough. I didn't know anything. I literally didn't know jack shit about anything. I was
What do you
like,
keep your poundage at?
I'm at 70 pounds now.
Oh, you're a strong guy, huh? That's
Yeah,
not
I like
easy
the
to
front
fucking pull, bro.
No, I pull it pretty easy now.
That's what I'm saying. You're
But
strong.
I was at 55 pounds, which is still pretty. When I shot that doe, I
Yeah.
shot a doe. I got him in my stand. He dropped me off at the stand. He said, "Sit up in here. If you see something, shoot it behind the shoulder." Dude, it was like somebody released this thing out of a fucking pen. Like fucking 5 minutes. Keith walks away. I'm up there for 5 minutes. This doe comes walking out right next to me on my strong side, which is for me, I'm right-handed, so on my left-hand side, because it's a good draw.
Yeah.
Your right-hand side is your weak side.
Yeah.
And I thought, fuck, there's a fucking deer. I was like, you bought this bow. You fucking walked all the way out here. Like, you gotta actually shoot this thing.
Have you been practicing shooting prior to that? Did you actually shoot?
I had practiced for a month.
Okay.
I think I had practiced for maybe a month. I had the bow for a month.
Yeah.
It was early season. It was early October. This doe comes out. I think it was late October. I'd practiced for a little bit. This doe comes out, and I'm, damn it. I gotta really shoot this thing. Because, like, I love them. Like, to me, they're like a fucking wild dog. Like, they're fucking beautiful. I love them.
I love to eat them.
And I love to eat them too. But I'd never killed an animal before. Maybe I hit like a squirrel on accident driving, but like besides that, like I'd never like willingly killed an animal. I love animals. So I was like, fuck, dude, you got to actually do this. Kind of the same feeling I had for my first MMA fight. Like when you're out there and they're calling your name and you kind of go, fuck, dude, I actually got to do this. Like,
yeah.
I agreed to do this. I trained for this, but like now I actually got to do it. And the moment is right here. Like it's right here. So
no turning back.
So I shut myself up. I said, like, I cut out all thoughts and I just drew my bow back and shot her. I was like, stop thinking, stop doing everything, draw your bow back and shot her. Well, I didn't get a pass through, which you want to pass through because then you
Clean
shoot
through. Yeah.
then you pop both their lungs, and then they're for sure gonna die. But I didn't get a pass through. She took off instantly, and what I did, because where I hunt, it's all ridges and ravines. There's no fields. It's all thick woods, heavy ridges and ravines. So they'll run freaking 30 yards and disappear over a ridge and just disappear. I didn't know anything about blood tracking. I thought she was just going to go down when I shot her. I didn't know. Keith really didn't explain that much because he was like, you're not going to shoot a deer.
Yeah.
So the second, literally, it was like a 1-2 punch. This freaking arrow hits the deer. My feet jump out. I'm like 15, 20 foot up in this tree. I fucking jumped out the tree.
Out of excitement, you weren't even thinking.
Chased this fucking deer that I just shot because I was like, this deer's going to die no matter what. I thought it was going to run around the corner and die somewhere where I wouldn't be able to find it. So I wanted to go, like, get up over the edge to see where it was going to fall and die. Well, that fucker, after it got shot with an arrow, it sees this guy jump out of a tree, start running, and I'm screaming, by the way. I know Keith's hunting somewhere around me. I have no idea where he's at, but I know he's within a couple 100 yards.
Yeah.
I'm screaming, Keith, I got one! Screaming at the top. I mean, this was literally quiet. Boom, hit the deer, feet on the ground. Keith, I mean, it was all super fast. It was like fucking cops raiding a house, dude. So this deer fucking ran for miles, dude. We tracked her for 2 days, over 2 miles.
Yeah,
we
those things go.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Especially if you don't pop both lungs. You give them that adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
So
lucky you found it.
No, I didn't find it. We never found it.
Oh, you never found it?
Tracked blood for 2 days and a couple miles.
Damn.
I actually almost died this night. So after this night of bow hunting, I was fully immersed in what it was to like be a bow hunter. Like I freaking shot my first deer, got lost in the woods that night, almost fucking died because fucking Keith left me to go get his wife. I didn't follow what he fucking told me because I was so paralyzed with fear. So take it back. My bag's hanging up in the stand. My phone's in the stand. Everything's in the stand. My jacket's off. It's late October. It gets real cold at night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking like 2 or 3 miles from the truck, way the fuck back there. I have no compass. I mean, you can't see your hand in front of your face once the sun's down, and you're in thick-ass woods.
Yeah.
Not familiar with this area at all. We're tracking blood a little bit. Keith's helping me. He says, "Hey, the sun's coming down." I had none of my gear on me though. It was all up in this tree that I was never able to find again. He says, "Go down to the creek
You never
bottom."
found that tree again?
Why? I mean, I hunted out of that tree several more times as the years passed.
Oh, okay.
But like that night,
Oh, I got
I
you.
knew I had to go. But after he split, he was like, "Go to the tree where you shot that deer. Go up in it and grab your fucking backpack and your supplies, your flashlight, your water bottle, your jacket, which you took off." I was soaking wet in sweat because I'd been running around like a jackass chasing this fucking deer around.
Yeah,
You
instead
know,
of
I'm
just
running
waiting.
up and down steep hills, jumping rocks, freaking tripping over fallen trees.
Yeah, you should have stayed up there and just watched where it went.
Well, I didn't know that. He didn't tell me that. I didn't know any. That wasn't none of tracking blood.
I've
none
never
of that,
hunted either, but I
none
get
of that,
it. I get what you're saying.
None of that like existed in that moment.
Right. It was.
I had
just
never even seen a
instinct.
video. I had never even seen a YouTube video of a deer being shot with an arrow before at this
Yeah.
time. So I literally had no idea what the fuck happened.
Wow. You're a
Um,
lucky son of a bitch, though.
So I chased this deer. Keith meets up with me. He says, "I got to go get Michelle, who's his wife. She was bow hunting with us." He said, "I got to go get Michelle out of the tree. Meet me down at the creek bottom." I guess I don't remember him telling me to meet me at the creek bottom, but he swears he did, so I'm sure he did. But anyways, I did not meet him at the creek bottom. It was like 5:30 at night. Come 6:30. I mean, it's pitch black in the woods, especially with you're in deep woods, so the trees.
Yeah, it gets dark early too.
The trees cut out all. It gets dark earlier. The trees cut out all the light. I had no supplies, not my phone, not my headlamp, not my flashlight. I had fucking nothing. So I couldn't find Keith. I was stuck in the woods till like 11 o'clock at night. Dude, I was fucking petrified, dude. Go to fucking Daniel Boone Conservation and go like 3 miles into that motherfucker and just sit there with no fucking supplies.
It's scary. I've been out there.
Oh, dude, that's a scary place, dude. So,
You see those bunkers that are out there?
fuck yeah. Oh, man. Fucking, so I decide, I'm like, I'm not making it out of here. I was like, I'm not making it out of here tonight, so I'm just gonna fucking sleep at the base of this tree. I'll get my way out when the sun comes up.
Yeah.
I sit at the base of the tree, coyotes all around me. Fucking screaming, cackling, like they're right on me. So I shit my pants. And I'm like, nope. And I don't even know where I'm going. I don't know where north, south, east, west is.
You start running.
I knew that if I just ran one direction, I would eventually come to a road.
Yeah. I mean, out there eventually.
Yeah,
I mean,
I knew. Even it took me like 4 or 5 hours. Like I had no idea where I was at. I didn't know. So, on my last hope, dude, I finally heard Keith. I was screaming for Keith till I lost my voice. I was motherfucking him. You motherfucker, dude. I was so pissed. I was ready to kill him. He fuck got me lost in
This
these
is your
woods. But I
first
did it once.
time?
My first time ever bow hunting, dude.
Wow,
Almost
dude.
stayed there. I met a guy who lives next door to Daniel Boone, and he said his fucking uncle died there. Got lost there 3 fucking days turkey hunting, ended up fucking dying.
Wow.
Yo, dude, people get lost in this place. It's
Wow. There's a lot of land out there.
dude, yeah, it's desolate out there. That's why I like bow hunting at no pressure. Big deer. Oh, I've fucking seen some giants out there. But
Really?
so Keith finally, he was about to call 911. He says it's the only time he's ever Keith, like this
Yeah.
dude's not calling
He's not
fucking
calling
for help
911.
for nothing, dude. He ain't calling help for nothing.
Wow.
So he was about to call 911, dude, and then the second I fucking heard him, and dude, it was like being born again.
And you've been hooked ever since.
Oh, I've been hooked ever since. The next time I went bow hunting, he took me like a week later. We went over, don't do this again. I think I went to the same stand, shot a spike buck. That was on Halloween.
Oh, nice.
And that was a good feeling. That was a really good feeling. I learned this time when you shoot, if anybody who's listening ever bow hunts, when you shoot the deer, just don't fucking move. Listen here listen to if they drop, because usually, they're a big animal. They'll run. You hear them, thump, 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 and you'll hear them fucking crash. Boom.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling. But you probably won't hear that. That's if you get really lucky. But yeah, no, don't move for like 30 minutes to an hour.
Just wait. Yeah.
Just be quiet. Don't fucking jump out the tree and chase him and start screaming for your friend. I got one.
Dude, this is gonna be my first year bow hunting. I'm pretty excited.
Oh, dude, I love it. So after I stopped fighting, I got fully immersed into bow hunting to where it like changed my whole life.
How long you been bow hunting now?
4 years.
Okay.
Not very long, but I've hunted a lot. I mean, I've bow hunted like 200 times in 4 years. That's a lot.
You do a lot of
Oh
hunting.
yeah, I won't be able to hunt that much this year, but I was privileged having a bartender job for a while. So, obviously when you're working bars, you work 3 days a week, pay your bills, and the other 4 days a week, I'd be out in the woods
Pretty flexible.
getting after it. Yeah.
That's what's
So,
up, dude.
Yeah, I got a nice Matthews bow this year. I'm freaking ready to see. I got some pretty ricket arrows.
Have you only hunted deer, or have you hunted anything else?
No, never hunted anything else. I've turkey hunted. Never killed a turkey. I want to elk hunt. I wanted to elk hunt
I
this
really
year.
want to go elk hunting.
but
That'd be so
I
fun.
think that'd be next year.
I wouldn't mind getting a bear at some time.
That would be.
Or even fucking, I'll go and get a boar, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind go getting a boar
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. No, anything that I could bow hunt, I'd do now.
Fuck yeah,
Because
bro.
another way that I got into bow hunting was, I feel kind of bad eating the factory farm meat.
Me too, man. I'm not
You're
about
eating a
it.
fucking slaved animal that its life. He was put here for a reason, and it wasn't the reason to be stuck in a pen shitting on itself all day, waiting to die.
Yeah, it's just the conditions are so bad.
I feel so much better
the
about eating
quality
wild
of
game.
the meat isn't
You
really
watch
that
them.
great.
Yeah, the quality is not good.
Yeah, bro.
I'd rather eat and be a free animal.
Yeah,
Right?
for
Ultimately
sure,
is what
dude.
it comes down to.
Yeah, you're getting it's the best option.
Yeah.
It really is. Not everybody can hunt though. I mean, there are definitely some sustainable ways of providing.
No,
those massive fucking factory farms are not it.
No, not at all. Not at all. So I love it. It's a pastime. It makes me happy. I love butchering my own deer. I love everything about it. I love going out there and not seeing a single fucking deer and just watching the sun rise and set and just watching. I've had so many cool moments bow hunting. I had a black wolf run up to my tree one time.
Oh, that's
a stray
cool.
wolf, dude. This thing was freaking nuts.
That's crazy. That's
I
why you hunt in
freaking-
the tree, huh?
Yeah, that's why I feel safe in a tree. I've seen tons of coyotes. I remember one time I was sitting over this pond. I shot a really nice buck and I didn't kill him. I grazed his back. That hurt. I felt like bad for hurting this animal, and also I was a nice buck that I wanted.
Yeah.
But I remember right before that happened, I was watching this raccoon. He was like as if like a little kid, like floating on their back. He had his hands behind his head. He was on his back and he was fluttering his feet, just taking laps in this pond, like straight leisure time.
That's some shit you don't
to
ever
watch
see.
a wild animal.
Yeah.
Just leisurely.
Just take a
Just-
swim.
It was just little stuff like that. You're
Yeah.
like, dude, there's a lot more going on than we think.
Absolutely.
You know,
dude.
just seeing stuff like that,
Yeah.
watching a wild animal behave completely natural,
Yeah.
how they would if they didn't know. You know, like there's that saying to be a fly on the wall. That's what I
Right.
feel like when I'm bow hunting. You know, I just get to be a fly on the wall and see how everything is when
yeah.
humans
You've
aren't.
immersed yourself into the natural state of things.
Yeah, and it takes
Yeah.
everything else away. I'm not all caught up in, getting stuck behind red lights, having to be at work, freaking
Right.
stressing about stupid shit, worried about the dishes, worried about
All the first
it all
world
just kind
problems.
of goes away, and you can just be in that moment for that moment. Because it's hard to just be,
Yeah.
You're always living in the past or the present or the future. It's hard to just always be.
It's a skill.
But bow hunting helps take me out there.
I fuck with it, man. I'm excited. I'm real excited to get out there this year. Just fucking get into a stand and just hopefully I kill something. I doubt I will. I
You gotta go a lot.
Yeah.
THP, if you watch the Hunting Public, that's my favorite channel on YouTube. Those guys are fucking.
I'm gonna check it out. I've never watched it.
Oh, dude, they're some good old boys from Iowa, and they're fucking amazing deer hunters.
Really?
Oh yeah, they'll teach you everything you need to know.
I'm with it.
But yeah, dude, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. I've spent so much money. I could have paid like almost half my student loans off.
Yeah, between all the
with
gear
the
you
amount-
have to buy and shit.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm
I
just
spent so much. Dude, I probably have like, dude, over easily, probably almost double 10,000, like probably 15 to 20 grand in just hunting shit.
shit, bro.
Dude, who'd have thought that $300 fucking bear bow
Yeah.
would take you down a fucking.
but it's
I mean,
like-
I got everything. Like I could go to Everest.
But
I
it's like a
literally
slow
could go to
accumulation.
Everest.
It's not like
yeah,
you just
no.
borrow all that shit
No, it
all at
was
once,
over
right?
years,
It's like,
yeah.
man, you just we get some new camos and
I
you
mean, I
just-
have everything to survive. Like I could literally survive in the wild with all the gear I have. I mean, I have satellite phones. I have the best binoculars. I have the best cold weather gear. I have like all the best everything. Like I've got I'm covered A to B.
nice.
Got my bow, got my arrows, got my broadheads, got everything you could ever need to survive the outdoors.
That's legit, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think about that. I'm like, fuck, dude.
But it's
all
gonna
right,
cost a lot of money.
just a little bit at a time. I know. I just tell myself just a little bit at because it can be so daunting that can make you like not want to do it. You're like,
Yeah,
oh, I
no,
gotta-
yeah. If Keith told me how I cuss Keith out every time I buy something new from bow hunting, because everything's when you're going hunting, everything's fucking $400, $500. You want a rangefinder, you want one that's actually gonna work when it's foggy out, $500.
Yeah.
You want to get a $100 one, you're gonna be smacking it when its fucking conditions aren't perfect. I've learned that when you're out in the field, you got to spend good
You
money.
get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for, especially when you're out in the elements.
Yeah.
Because when you're out in the elements, you don't give a fuck what it costs. You just need it to work.
Yeah, I get it.
So,
Damn, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited. Well, shit, dude, we gotta wrap this up, my man.
Yep, you're good.
This has been a good time.
Fuck yeah, it has.
You've lived an interesting life.
Oh yeah,
You've
a
gone
lot
through
more
some
interesting shit to come.
I'm sure there's a lot. Yeah, I'm sure we missed a lot of stories, man. But dude, you've definitely overcome a lot of shit, man.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I appreciate you sharing your
I'm
story.
a warrior
with
of
me.
God. You know, it's you know, not everybody is given. Not everybody has the strength to endure what I've endured, and you know, God blessed me with this iron will. You know.
Yeah.
And I have to use it, right? Like that's, like he was like, I'm gonna choose for you to be a warrior, and you're gonna have to, like, since you're a warrior, you're gonna have to go to war. Like
Yeah.
that's just,
Dude,
that's
struggle.
how it is.
You got to go through struggle.
Yeah,
That's part of it.
yeah.
Dude,
You gotta
well,
struggle.
Gabe, thanks, my man. Is there anything? I'm gonna put in show notes, but is there anything that you wanted to like leave the people with, as far as like if they wanted to reach out to you or anything?
You
Socials,
get a hold of me on
social handles or
Instagram. My
anything like
Instagram's gstein133. That was a way to wrestle in college, 133 pounds.
Yeah, now you're a fatty.
I'm a little fatty. Hey, dude, I got up to 178 just a couple months ago, and I'm down to 155 now.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So I've lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah, that's
But,
not
dude,
bad.
I was getting fat as fuck. I was fat and happy, man.
It happens.
Got a pretty girl cooking you meals all the time, watching movies with, you know.
You get lazy, bro.
You
Soft.
get
Get
soft. Yeah.
For real.
But yeah, so follow me on Instagram. I'd love to see what kind of followers I get from this.
Yeah, we'll see what's up.
You never know who else I'll inspire. You know, you never know who's going down that path right now of not being friends with themselves.
Yeah.
And they just got to be like, man, if this guy could do it, fucking
It's
I
never
could
too
do
late,
it.
man. You can always change your life around.
Fuck no, dude. I became a damn good college wrestler, and I fucking never even wrestled until my first day in college.
Dude, and that's the thing. Like, you quit high school. So,
Yeah.
therefore, obviously, like, at that time, college wasn't even on your, like, college. Like,
Yeah, I had no interest in those, like,
going to school. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm done with school. Why would I want more of it? And then you end up being a college wrestler. So,
exactly.
you just never know where the path is going to fucking take you,
Right,
dude.
yeah, Epictetus, right? Fate leads the willing and drags the unwilling.
There you go. All right, my man. Well, until next time, everybody.